Is it just me? Am I the only one? I can't be the only one that every time you hear this song, you have flashbacks of MTV and the Hills. I can't be the only one. Maybe it's also because my other half is mildly obsessed with it. That could be the other reason. But good morning. Hello. How are we all? Easy A for you? Yeah, exactly. Right, let's get in here. Hey, good morning, V. How are you this morning? Good morning. Hello, everyone. V, thank you very much for claiming first officer. Guys, I need to fix that because I owe you, especially now that obviously the claim is obviously a thing that I've had on the channel before. I just need to actually convert it and put it needs to sit like right here under the chat. But the problem is now I have like things that I have logos and stuff, so I have to be mindful of the logos. But there we go. Hello, good morning, everybody. How are we all doing? Happy Thursday. Last scheduled stream of the week. I actually can't say that it's the last stream of the week because we may very well be live tomorrow. Allison and I are out in the morning, but there is a chance once we are back from being out and about that we will actually be online. So, hey, AB Veta, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the Cove. Let's go ahead and resume the alerts there. So let me go ahead and do that, and then we will actually play some alerts because Tim, with the resub first thing to start us off. Hello. That is very kind, Tim. You absolute legend. Thank you very much, Mr. Tim. Timber71. Thank you very much, Tim. Appreciate you. Hope all is well. You missed our flights yesterday in the Great White North, unless you were lurking in the background. We had quite the fun little arrival into Toronto yesterday. The winds were
Thank you, Timber71, for resubscribing. And they said
nothing, because he's a legend and he just did it and didn't say anything. And Heather, thank you very much for checking in for today's live stream. Again, for those of you who are here for the very first time, the check-in system is now active, so you guys are more than welcome to check in for today's live stream as well. I don't know why my follow thing has busted, so 1 second, we're going to quickly fix that before we get underway. How has everybody's week been, though? I hope everyone is doing well. And there is RB the Aviator.
Welcome,
RB the
Aviator, to the Cove.
Welcome indeed to the Cove. Thank you so very much for the follow, and I hope everybody is doing well. I hope everybody is doing wonderfully this morning. You'll be flying too. I'm debating on whether to do this online or not. I genuinely, I am debating it because I'm like, it would be really nice to have some air traffic control, but at the same time, like, I don't love how she handles on final. I don't love how she handles on final. That is the only thing. Need to get your aircraft set up. Though not your route. You're not gonna do the Bilbao thing. I mean, it is so picturesque. It is unbelievable. I love. First of all, I'm a huge fan of Bilbao. This will be the second time we've flown out of this airport. I don't know why I don't do it more often because genuinely, it is so flipping gorgeous. It is absolutely stunning. So because of the fact I've been getting more familiar with it, that's why I'm like, do I do it? Do I not do it? But yeah, the biggest thing for me, the biggest hang up and the biggest reason why I haven't done it yet, is literally because of the fact that I don't love the way that it handles on final. She tends to drift off of the lateral profile quite significantly until you capture the ILS, and then the second that it goes into lock and glide slope, all of a sudden it's like at 1,000 feet it remembers that it's an aeroplane and it shifts itself onto the final glide, which is just bizarre. This reminds you of Charlie's Angels Full Throttle. I'm not gonna lie, it's been a hot minute since I've seen that film. But yeah, this song, the reason that this song is on my playlist, and this will make this is completely irrelevant to so many people because so in the 90s. God damn. It makes me sound so old. Um, Back in the 90s, when CD players were a thing, okay, there was a particular CD that my dad had that was a collated album called Music to Watch Girls By, and it was based off of another track by the same name. And The whole album was kind of based off of like I don't even know. Like, I'll have to like pull it up on Spotify at some point. But it was just so good. Like all the tracks were just brilliant, brilliant soundtracks. And this is one of the songs that was on that CD. So I've added some of the songs from that CD onto this playlist because I'm just like, it's just a good old throwback. Back in the day, we are so old. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's the name of the album is Music to Watch Girls By. And I think uh yeah, here we go. Music to Watch Girls By. It literally has like the album cover and everything. Here, I've actually got it up on my thing. So we'll do this very quickly because why not? Since we're talking about it. So yeah, this is the album here. So if anyone is interested in the album that I was literally just referencing, it has a bunch of like phenomenal songs on it. Yeah, so Beyond the Sea, Good Life, Up and Away, Music to Watch Girls By, obviously the title track of the album. But Andy Williams, Nancy Sinatra, Dean Martin, like come on. It's such a great set of songs. So yeah, you know what? Since we were talking about it, let me go ahead and just add that to the queue as well because that's just such a bop. But here we go. We are down here on the ground, sitting at Bilbao. So quick geography lesson for those of you who are unfamiliar. So this airport is situated in the very north tip of Spain, almost off of the almost on the coast of France, in the kind of Bordeaux region, and this region is just stunning. So we are literally going to be tracking across the Alps. So there's a little bit of a mountain range on the other side where we are right now in Bilbao, and we'll be crossing the Alps all the way till we get to Munich on the other side. Hey, Solario, good. How are you today? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Adding to the playlist, we'll listen later. Yes! Yes. I'm so glad. Heather, if you want the link to that playlist, let me know because I will pass it across. But yeah, we are good today. We are good. How are you doing, Solario? How is everything? Good morning, good morning. I hope you are doing well. We are literally just getting ourselves underway here, which I'm so beyond excited about. So, today we are going to be departing Bilbao and essentially crossing all of France into Switzerland and then into Germany, and then obviously South Germany for our arrival into Munich. So we have our all of our routing listed here. It's going to be an absolutely scenic flight as we traverse kind of the south of France. It's funny. We go from the north of Spain to the south of France. I love geography. So yeah, it's going to be an absolutely scenic flight. So we'll start to go through this here in just a second. In the meantime, though, I think, if I remember correctly, everything is good with me. Thanks. Excited to join for another flight. Yes. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. So a couple of things just to quickly touch on before we get underway here. One, I flew a second time after landing yesterday. I ended up actually doing a breeze flight in between Fort Lauderdale and Tampa. And I did something, and I'm so glad I did it. So I will actually be doing it once again today. Chat, if you have this airplane, okay, its behavior on landing is a bit funky. And from what I understand, part of it is the fact that it's the 220. The other part of it is that it is a very, very, very eager airplane on the auto throttle. And what I mean by that is when the nose pitches down, the throttle dials all the way back. But because of the fact that it's geared turbofans, when the nose rises and the throttle engages, it takes about 10 or 15 seconds, 5 to 10 seconds, again, depending on the amount of thrust that is being applied. But it takes some time when you lift that nose up for that speed to come in behind you. And so what ends up happening is that as you're on final approach, as you've got auto throttle in, and you raise the nose to do your final flare, if you do it too early, like I've been doing it at about 50 feet, you end up raising the nose, and all of a sudden the plane puts a ton of power in. And then as you start to dip the nose again and the power bottoms out, you end up with a crazy situation that you have way too much energy, and you either end up floating it all the way down the runway or you just stonk it in. And so we ended up stonking it in. We did fine on the first flight going into Ottawa yesterday, but today what we're going to do instead, we're going to do something slightly different. So at 1,000 feet, we're going to disengage auto throttle, and we're actually going to manage the throttles ourselves. So that was something I ended up doing on that Tampa leg, and oh my god, my landing was so much better. It was still a rough I can't say that it was the smoothest landing, okay? I've not been able to achieve under a 350 landing rate in this airplane so far. So yesterday I ended up landing with like a 345 at a landing G-force of 1.2 or something like that. So it wasn't terrible, but it was still a little bit harder than what I would have been comfortable with. So that's essentially what we're doing. So again, I'm going to take it exactly the same way that we did yesterday with the startup procedure. I have found out that doing turnarounds in this aircraft are a bit strange, and that it can be a bit bugged in the turnaround state. So we're just going to do the one flight today. Like I was saying earlier, this may not be the last stream of the week. It is the last scheduled stream of the week. So if you aren't already, really good opportunity. Get yourself in the Discord, !Discord. I will be putting the information on when the next live stream is, which will very, very likely be tomorrow. So tomorrow evening, we're likely to do a live stream. Might be a bit of a variety day. I haven't fully decided, but whatever it is that we end up doing, I will let you all know. And we will obviously get ourselves up and configured. But there we go. So that is the latest and greatest from me. Like I said, this airport, I don't even remember, like, I had purchased this when we were doing, I want to say we were doing, like, something with Voltaire, because if I remember correctly, this is one of the hubs for Voltaire, and we were doing some Airbus hops in Voltaire, and we ended up getting in here and doing some stuff with that. So we are now back in Bilbao, which makes me really excited because it is such a gorgeous place. Right, so we are going to do the same exact flow that we did the other day. So let's go ahead and start the process of getting into the flight today. So we're going to go Bilbao to München today, and we are going to start our departure flow. So does the MCO in your name imply the Orlando airport code? Roundabout 69. Yes, it does. MCO is a direct reference to the Orlando International Airport. And it's because originally I was up in the Washington, D.C. area. My username was Britain DC, which was very catchy. I loved it. But right on, with neighbors. Yeah, fantastic. What side of town? Are you east, west, north, south? Are you on the North Orlando side, South Orlando? I am West Orlando. I'm like 10, 15 minutes from the theme parks. So I am Lake Mary. Oh, beautiful. That's a beautiful part of town. Love Lake Mary area. Well, roundabout, welcome to the live stream. We are literally just about to get ourselves underway here in the absolutely gorgeous Airbus A220. So let's get ourselves underway here. and we are going to start getting ourselves up and spinning. No, thank you. Nice to see a local streamer. Oh, Roundabout. Thank you very much. Very kind. Thank you very much for the follow.
Welcome, Roundabout 69, to the Cove.
Welcome to the Cove, absolutely. And lovely to see you. Again, love having locals in the live stream because we can, you know, talk about all things Orlando and all the things that we love about Orlando. Yeah, it's, I've been back in the Orlando area for officially about 10 weeks now. But I originally was up in the, we went to UCF for school. Yo, Roundabout! Dude! That is incredibly kind! Thank you very much for the tier 1 sub, Roundabout. That is very, very kind indeed. Well, welcome to the Cove. And again, if you aren't already, join up on the Discord. All the information about what we get up to and all that is in here. But yeah, wife and I went to school.
Thank you, Roundabout 69, for subscribing. And they said, %raw input %.
Yes, because it was just a new one, Janet. Thank you very much. That's where myself and our son graduated from as well. Both engineers at a local defense contractor. I wonder which one that might be. Yeah, I wonder. Starts with an L and ends in, yes. Well, I won't finish that sentence, but yes, I know the one you're referring to. I actually was, before being laid off, unfortunately, before being laid off, I was in fact working for an organization that dealt a lot with your where you are an engineer for. So yes, I am now unfortunately I am currently unemployed, which is why I am live streaming, folks. There is method to my madness. There is method to my madness. Right, here we go. While we wait for the aircraft to, yeah. Yes. There you go. I love it. Just saying. I will have to take a look at that a little bit later for sure. But guys, who has the Airbus A220 at the moment? Are there a lot of folks? Are there a lot of folks who are A220 fans in the house? How are we finding it so far? Like I said, I've actually been really fortunate and actually had a lot of success with it so far. Even like things that a lot of people are experiencing with like performance and stuff like that, I don't seem to be having nearly as much of an issue as a lot of folks seem to be having. Like, yeah, I obviously I've got a PC that can handle a lot of this. But yeah, I actually haven't been experiencing a whole lot of issues with it, which I'm very grateful for. Right, let's get the hydraulics on while we're up here as well, and we'll get this armed so we can start getting the rest of the flow. IRSs are now in a line, and we are good to go. Right, so while we're in this state, let's go ahead and dash through the flight plan. I'm just going to drop music a shade so I can actually hear myself think for a second. Right, so today we are in BTI airBaltic 1825. We are flying today from Bilbao up to Munich, in the absolutely beautiful Bombardier C Series. I keep doing that, chat. We are in the beautiful Airbus A220, and today, July 30th, 2026. Cost index today of 39 for an altitude of 380, and because I believe we're actually going to be crossing and going into German airspace, they need us down at 370 overhead Ditten. So 380 is the initial climb, and then down 370 as we traverse over into München airspace. A little bit heavier than we have taken off before. We're actually carrying 6 tons of fuel with us today, with a zero fuel weight of 48,974 with a takeoff weight of 54,8. So a little bit heavier than usual. Right, so our routing out today, it takes us out on the Papa November 3 Echo departure. Pippin? Is it Pippin? Pippin 3, departure to Pippin. And then essentially just routing all the way through till we get to the Betos 1 Bravo over in München, expecting an arrival into runway 26. Weather at both of the airports looks absolutely fabulous, so I don't think we're going to have much of an issue with weather or anything like that at either of the airports today, which is lovely. Yeah, we will start to get ourselves fully underway. Right, so with that being said, we now have the GPU in. Let's go ahead and start getting the fuel and stuff started. So, with that said, let's go position, and we'll just double check our IRSs are in, which they are, and then over to the flight plan. So, secondary flight plan uplink, sim brief, and go. And the fun thing is, with the flow that I have actually figured out with this, is it just makes it so easy to get everything dialed in. I'm really enjoying getting the aircraft set up now. I've actually got a really good flow going, which is spectacular. I'm really liking the way that the flow goes with this aircraft as well. Right, so our flight number today is going to be BTI 1825, Bravo Tango India 1825, and that is going to go up into flight number. Estimated time of departure, I really am in no rush to get out of here at the minute. With the alternate, it looks like our alternate is going to be Echo Delta November Lima. Oh, sorry, November Yankee. Echo, where was it? Echo Delta November Yankee. Echo Delta November Yankee, and that's going to go into the alternate. There we go, and then we are going to set up our departures. So departing runway is going to be runway 30 out of here, so it's going to be runway 30. We are taking the Pippin 3 Echo. I think it's 3 Echo. Yep, 3 Echo. And then that is, I don't believe there's a transition on the 3 Echo. Let's take a look. Yeah, so it's a beautiful freaking departure out of here. So pretty much following the coast up to the north. So we're going to have some fun with that. And then a beautiful departure along the coast. And then I think it's going to get us, the Echo gets us over on Pippin here. So Pamplona over here. Are you Britain DC? Yep, that is me. I am indeed the Britain DC, or was the Britain DC. I am now Britain MCO. Mabel, hello. How are you this fine morning? How is everything going? Good morning. Welcome to the Cove. Yes, name change, do you move? So yes, we are one in the same. We are one in the same. How are you? How is everything? Welcome to the live stream. We are getting ourselves set up for a departure out of the beautiful, the stunning Bilbao. Heading over to München this morning. You've come in at a perfect time. Right, so that is all set there, and we are good to go. So we are expecting the Betos 1 Bravo. For runway 26 right at ILS 26 right. Love MCO did part of your ATOL there. APT, nice. Oh, that's awesome, dude. Absolutely fantastic. Well, welcome. Yeah, I am really glad to be back, to say the least. It was definitely a long time coming. My wife and I actually, we used to live down this way before the move up to the Virginia area, and we just, we made a decision for us to come back, and let's just say I could not be happier that we decided to do that because we both needed it. We both desperately needed it. Right, it looks like ILS 26 right is going to take us to the north here. So 26, it's probably this guy here, and then vectors to final. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be this one. This one. So we will go ahead and plug that guy in, and we will start to get that configured as well. So, agreed. Yes, I'm very happy to be back. In fact, we were talking about it yesterday, just from like a mental health perspective, how much better both Ali and I are feeling with everything, being back, even with the losing my job and everything like that. It's still stuck deciding Virgin or Qantas. I think there's only one decision that you need to make there. It's a very easy one. It's a very easy one. I will say I think the decision is a very easy one. 49129. Yeah, there you go. You got the right one. 49129. Let's just double check. 49129. Perfect. And we are looking good up there. So that goes into the scratch pad on that side. And then our Mac Tau is going to be 25.6. 6. God, I haven't heard this song in a hot minute. Right, number of passengers. I think we're fairly heavy. No, actually, again, not fully loaded here. 114 passengers as well. So there we go. Block fuel today, we're going to go calculated over to sensed fuel. And then for the block, we are going to go 6086. 6086, and then go in there. Perfect. So that should look good in there. We are not doing anything over the water, so we don't need to worry about that either. And then performance here, so we can start actually getting some performance in. Seems like the Virgin. Yeah, exactly. Yep, you made the right decision there, V. I'm very proud. Very proud. Right, APU is now running. Hydraulics are on. Bats are on. We've got the emergency lights armed. We're going to go ahead and whack the signs on as well. Whack logo lights to just say that we're starting to get ourselves underway. And the beacon should now be on as well. I do that every single time. Every single time without fail. I hate that it does that. That needs to be ended. I really do not like that at all. I really can't stand it. Come on, please. Come back. That was a silly mistake. I really can't stand that when you turn the beacon on that it disengages the GPU. I really don't like it at all that it does that. Right, it's going to take a second to come back here, but oh, I hate when it does that. That was a silly mistake, chat. I do that every time as well. I've been in such a good habit of not touching the beacon, and of course, the minute I touch it now is when we're in the process of setting everything up. Come on, back you come. Come on, we got this. I don't want to have to start all over again. I'm hoping I don't have to start all over again. Otherwise, it will take us a second just to come back. Come on. I mean, we can start the APU and we'll go off of the APU instead. Yeah, look, it's not even attaching the GPU. I wonder if it's because the beacon is on that it's doing that. Yep, of course it is. What in the heck, guys? Yeah, that needs to I really wish they would get rid of that feature. You shouldn't. The lights should never, ever, ever. I have the same issue in the Phoenix. The lights should not configure whether the GPU is attached or not. I hate that. That is really, really annoying. Right, okay, let's just double check that our flight plan is still in here. It is. Position, IRS is still good. Flight plan is still good. And our routing, which we will want to fix as well. Right, we were on performance, but let me just go ahead and clean up our route page. So what we're looking for here is any of the discontinuities between here. So that looks good. What we can also do is go into plan mode here, VSD, and we will just scroll along. Sorry, excuse me, guys. I have, like, a thing tickling my throat. And for those of you who are sticking around through the ad break, I so super appreciate it. Thank you very, very much, guys. And I will chit-chat to you all when we are back. There we go. Okay, fantastic. So the only discontinuity is on the other side of OTT down there, which is perfectly fine because I think that it's going to be vectors to final. Over here. So yeah, that is, here it is. So what we could do is we could basically say that after Betos is going to go in here, and we're going to keep the constraint in here, but we will keep the discontinuity over at OTT because then we are going to get vectored to final on the other side here. So we'll keep that, maintain vectors out until we get on the final approach fix. And swing the nose around. So, that being said, let's double check because we should have, yeah, runway 26 right. Let's see. Database. Right, so what we should have in the arrivals chart here. Yep, okay. And welcome back, guys. Again, for those of you who stuck around through the ad break, thank you so very much. Turn that stuff on already. Fab Junior, Fabby Junior, welcome. I'm sorry I missed your message earlier. Guys, for those of you who are joining for the very first time, if you haven't done so already, in the channel points below, we do have a redemption for checking in for today's flight. If you haven't done so already, please make sure that you go in and check in for today's flight. We do reward everyone for coming in and joining the flight. So please go, and if you haven't done so already, drop into the channel points and do that, please. Right, so the rest of the overhead is looking good, and the last thing we need to do is get the performance calculations going. So we will start to do that now. Why you do that, I don't know. Right, takeoff performance. We'll start to get this underway. Right, and start to calculate this out, and then we should be ready to go. And I think, yeah, TO1, flaps 2, then we've got all the V speeds in there as well. The weather is looking absolutely fabulous down here as well. Outside air temperature, let's get the METAR going for LEBB. And let's see what she says. Okay, so it looks like winds at 3,407. Cav OK, which is beautiful. We love that. And then 26 degrees. It is beautiful down here. It is more beautiful here than it is over here where we are. The sun's weather, but it's storming here. Yeah, we're about to get those same storms a little bit later this morning. I think they were saying to expect those around 10 or 11 o'clock this morning. So we'll wait and see. Oh, Sims, yeah. The weather here is dire this morning. It's like overcast again. It's like, I don't know what's going on with the weather this week because it was absolutely amazing earlier in the week, and now it's gone to absolute pot again. Right, so 340 at 7 is the departure runway, and then climb 1 So climb 1, we are going to go ahead and arm that. V speeds look good. Flap 2, bleed sources, engines, and then anti-ice off across the board over there as well. So we should be good to go there. So TO 26, all of that stuff is looking good. Climb performance should be the select standard, and then cruise, we will be expecting that cruise out of 380 and then dropping down 370 as well when we get the other side. So with that being said, we should now officially be on APU. We'll double check what the enunciation is. So PED seatbelts, external power in use, nose wheel steering, APU is still in start. So the APU is in start. Winds in the east. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you must have known that we were watching Mary Poppins the other day, actually. Right, I'm gonna reset the APU because for some reason it was hanging in start mode. So let's just double check that the APU is coming down. Yeah, door is closed, RPM 0, EGT is coming down. There we go. Okay, it's good. Right, let's try the APU again and see if we can get it up and spinning. Because instead of it being in start, we want it actually active. I did not! No, really? For real? Hello! Dirkwis? That is horrendous. Derek, I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly there. Derek, thank you very much for checking in for today's flight. Again, if you haven't done so already, make sure you drop into the channel points and redeem the check-in for today's live stream. Really, really appreciate each and every single one of you for being here today. Right, APU is in start. But why is it not? Is she actually starting? I mean, I can see that the door is open. We also do have the APU cart attached to us as well. I figured that the song would make Heather happy. I figured that was going to be the case. Right. Okay. APU is. Yeah, I don't know why the APU is not. If the APU is in op, then we're going to probably do a... How the heck are we going to do this then? Because I don't think we can rotate off the stand here. How are we going to do this, chat? Dire crisis, but sweetified. Born in the Viking country. Well, welcome, Viking. No, I'm kidding. That is brilliant, Dire. Thank you so very much for clarifying. That's why I was like, wait a second. Let me clarify what your username is before I absolutely butcher it, because yeah, knowing me, I do tend to butcher usernames. So for those of you who I do butcher, I do humbly apologize. I very greatly apologize for my horrendous behavior. Right, we're just gonna hang out. We're not in any kind of rush this morning, so we're just gonna hang out and wait for the APU to settle itself out. And if it doesn't, then I don't know what we're gonna do. We're gonna have to figure something out, because otherwise we're not gonna get out of here today, and that's gonna be mildly annoying. Very, very mildly annoying. So yeah, we'll just give the plane a couple of minutes here as we get out. It's my fault because I pressed a button that I probably shouldn't. Like I said, the plane itself is absolutely amazing. I'm really enjoying it, but there's a couple of like little buggets and things that pop up, especially if you don't 100% get the flow correct. Like me accidentally hitting the beacon, deactivating the external power before the APU is running. That is just such an annoying thing. Yeah, V, I clicked the beacon light, which deactivated the external power, and I did it by mistake. So, yeah, the APU is having a moan because it's just refusing to go into start mode properly. If it's bugged and we have to restart, then I'm not terribly upset. I'm just slightly annoyed by it. Like I said, we're not really in any kind of rush because the flight today is a couple of hours, and we're gonna be in the air and hanging out for a while. So I'm not as concerned. Yeah, see how it's hanging here in start, but it's yeah, I don't know why it's having a moan here. And if I remove the APU, sorry, the GPU, then it's gonna completely fall off. I think the APU's bugged, chat, which is really annoying. I really hope that that's not the case. I want to leave it for a couple of minutes. I want the EGT temp to come down. Let's see. Yeah, see, external power is here, and we don't have the APU running. I wonder if there is something that we can do for the APU to get it going. APU gen. Oh, I wonder if I turn off the APU gen, if that will reset it. Oh, Back in Black. What a song request. What a song request. Thank you very much, Heather, for the song request. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's hung in start here, chat. I don't know what to say other than that we can quickly go in and reset it. Yeah, because look, we are in off mode, and it is showing off here in the elec page. Let's go ahead and do a restart. That is so annoying. That is so annoying. Ugh, sometimes the sim. Playing homage to the cruise again? Isn't it Shoot to Thrill is the one that you're thinking of? But I will happily take Back in Black. I mean, yes, it is also in the first movie, but yes. Very much so. Very, very much so. Right, let's go ahead and start getting this going again. Right, so we will do this, we will do this, and we will start to get things underway. Here we go, operate the jetway, and Swiss. There we go. Okay, fantastic. So that's all going well, and we'll start to redo this. Chat, I do apologize. We're gonna get this going as quickly as we possibly can. Here we go. GPU is attached. My flight. We will import. There we go. And then load sheet. We'll go up and start to do all the things again. Give that a second. Oh, this airplane is amazing, but when it isn't amazing, it's very, very frustrating. Very, very frustrating. There we go. Okay, things are coming to life again now. Ugh. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. But oh man, it can be very, very fiddly. Right, let's not touch any of the lights until we're ready to actually get onto the APU. Right, emergency lights armed. We will get those on though, because we're going to start getting the rest of the aircraft configured. So import from there. And then we will go ahead and whack on the external power. Cool. Yeah, there we go. Okay, fantastic. That is spun up nicely. Yeah, I do very, very much like that opening scene. Yeah, I'm sorry, but Shoot to Thrill is like my favorite AC/DC song of all time. It is just one of those, like, yes, it was heavily inspired by, it is very heavily inspired by that film, but honestly, it is just so good, isn't it? It is just so good. Right, secondary, there it is. Activate the secondary. Right, we are runway. Let me just go ahead and plug all this stuff back in. There we go. Right, sorry, chat. Right, runway 30. And it is the Echo, right? Just double check that it is the Echo. It is. And then we are good to go on that side. So that is the departure in. The arrival is going to be the Beto 1 Bravo. Beto 1 Bravo. And that is... It's runway 26 right. ILS 26 right. Vectors, that's absolutely fine. And then that is all in there as well. So execute in there. I've got streamer itchy nose. Why that always happens, I don't know. Every time, man. Right, wind request. Fuel is in here. Right, load. We are looking good there. 492. So 49129. 49129. I have not. I am not gonna lie. It does look good, but I don't know. I don't know. I am not a big fan of what Mr. Kevin Feige is doing to the... Hello? Why are you not liking the zero fuel weight? Oh, because do I need to hit... Okay. 25, 2. Why? Why? There we go. That we will do that. And sensed. Oh, so 4080. There we go. That's better. Cool. Amazing. That looks good. Sensed, all that good stuff is in there. We are looking good in there. Right, performance. This is where we got up to before all of the stuff started to go completely wrong. Right, so we will start the APU now. Wait for that to actually go. And APU is in start. EGT is coming alive. See? That's what we were looking for the first time. That's what we were looking for the first time. And we didn't get it. Right, so we will sync, and calculate. And we will send those to the FMS. And that's looking good in the overhead now as well. So let's go and get the last couple of things here loaded. Right, thrust TO1, climb 1. We are going to go armed, set the V speeds to engine bleed source, engine off, and we are good there. Climb was good, cruise was good, descent was good, and then we'll get the approach and stuff in while we're down route. Again, the only other thing we needed to do from the last time we were in here was to correct the discontinuity on this side. So we were going to do Betos up there, and that's going to be with the constraint attached to it. And then we are going to leave OTT open and keep the then good egg on that side. So we are good to go there. So we'll go ahead and execute that. That completes the routing. Right, all the rest of the stuff looks good. So with that being said, that is the performance in. That is all the V speeds in. I think we are ready for push and start. So we are going to go ahead. I'll go ahead and whack the pause alerts in now. And we will start to get the sound of the sim up as well. So that looks good to me. Let's go ahead here and scroll to this. let's go ahead and we're going to do the before starts. Aircraft acceptance, load sheet, briefing. We've already done external power and APU. APU should be in start now. Seatbelts, let's go ahead and pop the seatbelts in and on. And then doors are going to be closed here in just a second once we confirm APU is indeed on. See, that was the issue that we had last time, wasn't it? Right, so let's go ground equipment, remove the GPU. Looks good. We just flipped over. External power can come off. Beacon can come on with the strobes, logo lights, and we'll keep the wings off for now. I don't know why sometimes when it flips, it fails the FMS, which it's really annoying that it does that, but yep. Again, it's like little weird bugaboos. It's weird ones, real weird ones. Especially because we were already on the APU, so why the FMS decides to fail out, I don't know. Right, we do need to run METAR commands just to see... Oh, sorry, the METAR was 1019. So with 1019, there we go, and we will go and keep it in HPA because we are in hectopascals. 1019, both sides, FMS. We'll come back here in just a second, and park and brake is as required, and that's the before start complete. Cool, amazing. There it goes, so it's come back. I love that it does that. Right, so we're going to keep that up there on performance. Completes all across there. Right, so let's go ahead and start getting some of the auto flight stuff armed and ready. So it's all blank here. We go arm this, TOTO, nav, VNav, auto throttle. Right, so that is going to give us thrust, FMS, AT, VTO. So that is correct all across the board there. And then we will plug in the departure runway, which is going to be, as we scroll all the way back, here we go, Bilbao. And it is going to be here on this side, and we want the nose over to the right hand side. It is going to be runway 30, and runway 30 is on a heading of 296. So 296, let's get that bugged. To the right, to the right, to the right. Come on, GSX, don't fail me. Hello, GSX. Right. Continue pushback. Nose to the right. Thank you very much. Right, we can go ahead and start that now. Amazing. And there we go. It was 296 over here. And there we go. Right, so with that being said, all of the flight modes are correctly inside of the aircraft. We do have the purple bar ready to go. Let's go ahead and start engine number 2. Yes. Yeah, and start to get ourselves underway. Now that engine number 1 is on start, we are looking good. All right, and we will go ahead and whack the narrow taxi lights on since we are going to be underway there. Keep the APU running. Excellent. And EGT and start looks good on engine number 2. So let's go ahead and start engine number 1. I really do love this airport. It really is a gorgeous airport. My goodness me. Let's get a nice little screenshot, shall we? Why not? We will definitely take a screenshot and keep hold of that. Thank you very much. Have a good trip. We will. Goodbye. As we start to get the starter going for engine number 1. It's thinking about it. It does take a sweet minute to get this thing underway. There we go. I was like waiting for it. I was like, come on, come on. There she goes. Sounds are good, you know. Sounds are good. There we go. Absolutely gorgeous. Right, hydraulic pressure. Oh. I thought I did the hydraulics while we were getting configured here. But all good, all good, all good. That's why it helps to actually have the checklist. There's ignition. Parking brake is set. APU's on. We will wait until the engine actually goes all the way over. We'll actually get the flaps going while we are starting as well. So that's going to be flap 2. We'll go steering wheels and we will go and do that as well. That makes it easier for us to taxi. That's fine. I know what that's referring to, so it's absolutely fine. There we go. Armed, complete. Looks good in there. I don't know why. I seem to always get departure performance errors in here, which is really strange. 124, 131, 137, and I think our departure performance, yeah, 243137 flat 2. And I think, yeah, now that we've got the flaps out and all of the trims, right, we are good. Engines are good. Let's go ahead and whack the APU off now. So the door is going to be closing. Yeah, we definitely had an issue with the APU on the first go of this, because she is significantly better now this time around. Right, I think the rest of that is all looking good. And we will get moving. So, ladies and gentlemen of the Twitch chat, off we go. Really, really quick and easy taxi today. It's literally just swinging us around here onto Charlie and then taking off on the runway. And it should be a really, really beautiful departure out of here. Oh, actually, hang on a minute. That's we're off of runway. Yeah, we are on runway 30. There we go. Yeah, so taxi Alpha 2 down to Charlie 1, and then Charlie 1 down the end. There we go. And just make sure. Come on. I thought I hit pedal. Come on. Yep, definitely is on there. There we go. Yeah, for some reason the pedal disconnect thing just decided to stop working there for a second. Okay, there we go. There's Alpha 2. And then we are heading for Charlie 1, which should be all the way down the end here. And we will take a look at this little guy here. Yep, that should be the right one. Come on. Go all the way over. There we go. She was taxiing beautifully for me yesterday. What's changed? What has changed, chat? Absolutely nothing. Right. Come on, cooperate for me, please. There we go. What a view! What a gorgeous airport! So freaking picturesque. It's gorgeous. Right, there we go. Okay, off we go. Heading from runway 30 now. Apologies, by the way, everybody, for the delay-ette there. And we do have a little bit of a displaced threshold for this runway, which is absolutely fine. It's better that we go all the way to the end because the D rate for this aircraft is just crazy. VNAV sensor fail. That's okay. I think you'll come back though. And ads will be coming in 3 minutes. Lovely. Oh, we're now on an ad break. There we go. Thank you very much, Twitch, for the ad break. Appreciate it. And we'll go off of Charlie 2 over here. Because this will get us ready for our departure. So we will wait on the runway for all of you guys to come back from the ad break. Oh yeah. That weather is looking mighty fine. Mighty fine this morning. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know why my my taxiing this morning seems to be a little bit more challenging than it was yesterday. Don't know why. Right, here we go. On runway. Let's go ahead and get the pedal disconnect over here. We've got that RTO on there. That should be everything configured on the aircraft. Ready? Let's do this thing. What perfect timing, because welcome back from the ad break. Are you all ready? Twitch chat, let's freaking do this thing. Here we go. And there's thrust. Thrust green. And thrust set. Airspeed's alive. Wind is going to be coming quartering across from the right. 80 knots checked. Long, old, B1 takeoff here, B1 rotate. There we go. Cool. Let's get the nose up, dip that wing a little bit into the wind there, and positive rate, gear up. Off we go, chat. Beautiful departure out of Bilbao. Oh, gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Right, we're gonna manually fly this bit just because it is going to be so much fun to fly out of here. We'll kind of follow the bird a little bit. There we go. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh, that's why the VNAV failed. It's because we didn't have the alt setting in there. Let's get it up to 10,000 VNAV. Right, shall we look out the window? Look at that, chat. Absolutely gorgeous. What a stunning departure. God, this scenery is just stunning, isn't it? Right, so let's go ahead into acceleration. start to get the aircraft accelerating in towards the speeds here as we come around the bank for the initial climb of 3,000. We will wait here. Yeah, we are following the flight plan, kinda. That's Top Gun tier, chair, love it. Oh, why, thank you. Thank you very, very much. Coco Orlando, hello. Good afternoon, or morning, afternoon, whatever time zone you are time zoning in. All right, let's start to make the turn over here. We are still manually flying this departure because why the heck not? Look at the scenes out of that window this morning. Absolutely stunning. And we will start to make our way around here. We're just going to do a bit of a scenic fly. Again, I'm hand flying this because it is just gorgeous, chat. It is absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, we're gonna do a scenic jaunt along the coast here. Look at this. Look at that. Look at the scenes. Absolutely stunning, chat. Absolutely stunning.
2,500.
Yeah, that's fine. Absolutely fine, because we have not climbed out of here. But we will start to get ourselves underway. I think we've speed trimmed it down. There we go. That's why we got the flaps in. And there we go. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and whack the autopilot in now as well so that we can start getting onto FMS. So FMS AP VLT star. And yeah, we're going to be making our turn. I just wanted a gorgeous shot overlooking here. That is just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Right, we're going to probably aggressively start to make our turn out over here. That's okay. We wanted to follow the coast a little bit, so we're going to be making our way over now. Why don't we go and make a direct to Bravo? We'll go direct there. Is it 502? 502. 502. Direct. Come on. Direct 502. Execute. There we go. Execute. Go. Execute. Go. Right. Nav, FMS, speed, heading, all the things. We got it. Good. And there goes flap 1. So we are going to accelerate into FMS speed. Just swap the two. That seems to actually do the trick to get it into the bug speed here as we start to accelerate. I think there's a noise abatement procedure getting out of here anyway, so absolutely fine that we're following that. There's 1, 2... No, we don't want to go... Yeah, 147, that's fine. Let's accelerate 180. We'll do manual, and then once the speed gets a little bit higher, and why do we do flight level change 180 and start getting out of here, and we'll go flap 0 now. We'll start getting ourselves up and out of here, and then we will go ahead and climb up to cruise 4390 as well. So 390 heading is looking good. We're going to go ahead and sync that, so we'll align that. And let's just double check that we are indeed... Yep, there we go. FMS flight plan, flight level change, VLTs, and off we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Airbus A220. from airBaltic, heading off to Munich. Absolutely stunning departure. Start to get the sound of that down, and we will resume the alerts. Wow, it got very dark very quickly over here. My goodness me. Yeah, wow, the weather really did make a shift, didn't it? It really did make a shift. Goodness gracious. Crazy. Absolutely crazy how the weather turned all of a sudden. Bonkers. Bonkers. Right. We are going to go into standard pressure now, since we are now through transition and making our way up. Cool. Ladies and gentlemen, how are we doing this morning? How is it all going? I hope everybody is doing well. And thank you again, everyone, for joining and supporting. Again, as usual, guys, if you haven't done so already, make sure that you check in using channel point redemptions below. And we'll get you checked in for today's flight. Again, apologies for the little bit of the delay getting started and out of here, but we're going to have some absolutely stunning views on our departure out of here from Bilbao, heading up towards München. And again, we are indeed flying this flight offline because, again, I'm still getting used to the aircraft. It is one of those, I think everybody can attest, it's one of the biggest VATSIM pet peeves for folks to, you know, jump on the network with a brand new aircraft and not understand how to fly the aircraft. So I'm one of those. I'm a firm believer who you know, understand, learn the aircraft, get used to all of its quirks, and then jump on the network, fly with some ATC once you're familiar and used to it. I'm going to take a 2-second BRB. I'm just going to go ahead and grab a bit of water for myself, and I will be right back. Don't go anywhere, chat. Enjoy the music, the views, the vibes, all the things. Right, hello. Are you enjoying the music, chat? How's it all going? Are we enjoying ourselves? I've had to turn the lights on because of how dark it got. Heather, you didn't warn me it was going to get this bad. Goodness gracious. It is very, very busy, isn't it? Ooh! Done. Cool. Right. Just double checking their old emails there, chat. So I apologize. Quickly looking at my cell phone for a hot second. As you know, with the job hunting thing, it's important just to keep tabs on what the email looks like. So there we go. We are officially airborne and climbing and on our way. How's everybody doing this Thursday? Anyone got plans the weekend? I know yesterday a few of you were talking about getting this aircraft over the course of the weekend and starting to learn to fly it and all of that as well. Crunchy ice. Yeah, I had a feeling that it was going to be a bit of a stormy one here today, this morning, and definitely not wrong. It looks like it's definitely going to be a bit of a stormy one. What beautiful views out of the north of Spain today. I love that we go literally from the north of Spain to the south of France for views over the mountains. It's going to be a very, very, very scenic flight today. I'm very, very excited. I also did not realize that airBaltic, literally their thing was neon green. I'm not going to lie, I kind of love it. I kind of love it. In line. I love it. Isn't it gorgeous? Absolutely stunning. Yeah, I'm so glad that we've done this today because I was like thinking about all the different like routes and stuff that we could do, and obviously like there's a ton of American routes that I want to do. We're gonna start shuffling it up again next week. I think the first week that we did the live stream, we did the Phoenix and we did the Max 8. We did the MD-11 Monday of last week. So I think, next week we're going to continue to change things up. We'll do some regular old Airbus flying. I do want to do some like really fun and challenging approaches. We haven't flown in the Far East in a while, so I'd love to do like Japan. And we need to do some stuff down in Australia as well. I think if we're going to do Australia next week, I'm thinking we do like Qantas Link flights down there with the 220. So yeah, we'll definitely do that, and we'll head down to Oz and do some hops down there. Yeah, I'm thinking we've got loads of different options for what we can be doing and where we can go and all of that. So, yeah, I'm excited. I really genuinely am excited. We've got a lot of cool things going on. So there we go. There we go. We are off and underway, chat. And again, huge thanks to absolutely everybody for joining today. Again, if you haven't done so already and you are just joining for the very first time, make sure you drop into the channel points below and use your channel point, at least one channel point, to check in for today's live stream. As you continue to watch along on the live streams, you get the opportunity to spin to win from our merch store. or if you keep on board 10 streams or more with us. So yeah, definitely make sure if you haven't done so, do that. Yeah, so I'm also gonna keep doing some more practicing. I might hop online a little bit later with this, and maybe do some VATS and flying. Try to think what to do tomorrow evening. I would love to do like something chill. Maybe we'll do some Minecraft tomorrow night. I haven't fully decided what we'll do. I have not. I really would like to kind of get a Forever World up and spinning. And I am desperate to do like a hardcore Minecraft where we do like a speed run to get to the end in hardcore Minecraft. So maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll do like some solo Minecraft stuff tomorrow afternoon and evening. As you guys know, the schedule is 1 to 5-ish p.m. Yes, that's right. You did. Yeah, so 1 to 5-ish is going to be our times Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And then obviously Thursday, I like to do the morning route or the mornings again, just because the reason for the way that the schedule is configured, chat, is because of Allison's calendar. What I try and do is align with her, so she has a bunch of appointments first thing in the morning on a Thursday. So this allows me to align with her. And I do have some things to do during the course of this week as well. So I'm looking forward to it gives me the opportunity to like take appointments and stuff like that in the afternoons. Cool. Okay, finally they've done that. Good. I will be setting that up a little later. But yeah, what else is going on? Yeah, tomorrow Alison and I are out and about in the morning, which will be really fun. I'm looking forward to that. Again, with this whole unemployment thing, the biggest thing for me is just trying to stay motivated and stay positive, because it can be so draining, just filling out applications and getting rejection after rejection, because bots are looking over the resumes and not human beings, and they don't look at the person behind the application. They only just look at the what the words are. I yeah, I don't know. It's a very, 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 very strange situation. Where are we flying over? That is a very yeah, I was gonna say we are flying over Pamplona? Pamplona. I was gonna say that looks like a really, really large city down there. Yeah, Pamplona. Have to give that a go. Maybe you do like some short hops between the two and like turboprop or something like that, because I would imagine that the scenes down here are good. Yeah, they really are. And it's funny, like I haven't had any of the like aptitude tests or anything like that, which I'm very grateful for, because I don't think I would answer those particularly well. But now in the age of AI, with everything being AI, you almost have like AI fighting with AI, and it's just it is beyond frustrating. It really is genuinely beyond frustrating. But the good thing is we've got a lot of as I keep saying, I've got a lot of irons in the fire. So it's not like I'm short on opportunities, and continuing the networking thing. I'm very, very, very happy with. Despite everything, I still remain very optimistic with the way things are going. I've got people who are willing to be good references for me, put in a good word at various organizations as well. So, if there's one thing I've learned in business, is that it is unbelievably critically important, and this goes for everybody. When you're in a workplace, it's not necessarily about just keeping your head down and staying quiet. Get a network together, build a network, build a rapport with folks, because your network, whenever you're in a situation like this, like I am, having a good network behind you is really unbelievably critical. I have been very fortunate with the number of people who, one, have reached out to me directly, but was also likewise being receptive to me reaching out to them and asking them for advice and opinions, and chit chatting to them about potential opportunities and stuff. So it's one of those things where once you meet someone, connect with them on LinkedIn. Like, never stop connecting with people, never stop joining in with people. I know LinkedIn nowadays feels a lot like Facebook in a lot of senses, because of the way in which yeah, it's very annoying. The way in which social media has changed nowadays, and the now LinkedIn feels a lot like just another Facebook or a marketplace. I feel that there is so much good that you can get out of LinkedIn. That it's worth it. And yeah, so whenever you meet with someone, whenever you connect with someone, join up with them on LinkedIn, reach out to them. Don't be afraid to share your resume. Yeah, and you know what's funny with that, Heather, is I have had nothing but success through LinkedIn. I've had absolutely nothing but success. I've been every single one of my jobs, including the ones with the hotels, were all connections through LinkedIn. Maybe I've just figured it out and I've sussed it out. But yeah, I've been very, very, very successful on LinkedIn. Um, it's just, yeah, the nature of the market at the moment is just really, really funky. So we, just have to be mindful of what's going on in the market. But yeah, no, I'm excited to see what happens, where the road takes me. I like I said, I keep saying that I'm optimistic, so yeah, it's funny. I've had very mixed luck on Indeed. But that being said, again, my the way that I go about things is I don't just apply for a position. I seek out the person who's doing the hiring and I reach out to them. Because again, if you got to show that you are equally interested in a position than you do actually like going through the interview process. So it's critically important to not only reach out to someone that you've applied to, but again, yeah, just do the due diligence, be communicative. I know that obviously when applying for things these days, that a lot of companies just don't care to keep you in the loop. But I am one of those people who is very, very, very adamant about staying in touch with people, reaching out if I don't hear something, and being like, listen, like, I genuinely am interested. Like, please hire me for goodness sake. So it's one of those things you just gotta stay on top of people, because yeah, they will take full advantage of you if you don't stay on top of folks. Yeah, they will definitely take advantage of you. It's one of those very annoying things. Right, let's see what else is going on. Nice. Oh, okay then. Okay then. Very good. But nice. Very, very nice. Yeah, I gotta reach out to people to find out how they are doing the turnaround state in this aircraft, because I keep hearing mixed things about where the way in which this aircraft does turnarounds. So I gotta find out how people are doing it. Ah, there we go. Oh, other thing, chat. I do have like a couple of clips and stuff like that I'm working on editing as well. So I will be posting some stuff up on the social medias as well, to get ourselves underway as well. So I think I posted like the meme clip, of course, to YouTube, YouTube Shorts and TikTok. So I posted it to both of those platforms. fully anticipating that it was going to be very cringy, and that was the whole idea. But yeah, I will be actually doing some other social posting with some of the landings and stuff like that that we've been doing. One of the things that I wanted to test today was the where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Desktop. I think I'd like to try and record the landing today. So I am going to pop that open and we will get ourselves in as the recording done. Shortcut keys. Ooh. Mmm. Mmm. That's good to know. That's really good to know. Hmm. I'm having thoughts, chat. Okay, I might have to play around with this a little bit later to see, because I might actually have a way to automatically record. I might have a way to automatically record landings so that we can review them together at the end of flights. Yeah, I do. I do think we're gonna do a landing recording today, just because we are just doing the one flight today, and the fact that I do want to kind of see how the landings look from the exterior of the aircraft as well. So we will definitely do that. Right, so we are going to be transitioning now from North Spain to the south of France over the Alps and into the Bordeaux region. It's very crazy. Look at this weather. Chat, I don't know if you can see how dark it got out my window, but oh my god, it got really dark all of a sudden. Really, really dark. My goodness me. Oh, well, we got a bit of a cruise here, folks. So we are going to be airborne for another 1 hour and 28 minutes until we arrive at Munich. So in about an hour's time, we are going to start making our way down to Munich and start getting some of that arrival information in. So our estimated time of arrival here is it looks like 4:04 Zulu. Yeah, so hour and 26 minutes airborne. So not bad at all. Not bad at all. And we'll be enjoying the views, having a good old chat, a good old catch up. I'm going to periodically just double check how things are. Oh, hell yeah. Amazing. Oh, yes, landing rates are now open. Of course they are. Yes, if you haven't done so already, definitely go and check for landing rates and stuff like that as well. Sorry, I'm keeping my phone close by because I have something actively cooking at the moment, and I need to just make sure I stay on top of my phone. If I have to quickly pop into a BRB and mute chat, you'll know that it's for good reason. It is for very, very, very good reason. Beautiful. Oh, I don't know why. Is that showing up on the live stream? I can't tell. It's like a little bit of wavering at the bottom of the screen there, and I don't know what's causing the flickering. It could be the camera movements. That's very weird. Don't know why it's doing that. Right. Again, like I said, I've actually got to change this because we are actually going to do. I'm going to change this to. Bump, 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 bump. Ooh. Hang on. What's going on there? What are you sending me, friend? There we go. Perfect. Yeah, I don't know why, huh, interesting. Very interesting. Sorry. Right. We are going to TBA on details because we are going to go and save that out. And yeah, now we've got the rain coming in. If all of a sudden the stream cuts out, chat, it's because we've lost power, so I apologize. Okay, right. So yeah, if you guys aren't already in the Discord, exclamation mark Discord in the Twitch chat here, that gets you the link, the live latest link to get you into the Discord, where I post all the information about what we're doing during the week, the schedule, all that good stuff. So there we go. There we go. So yeah, if you guys have this jet, if you have other things that you're flying, I don't know if V is still with us. How is V getting along down in Oz? Because it's actually kind of funny. Since you mentioned that, welcome back to rainy Florida. Yeah. I have a feeling that we're gonna have this weather most of the day now, which is a shame. I'm glad we actually got out to walk at the beginning of the day because I don't think we're gonna get out again for a while. According to the weather forecast, it's due to be like this now, pretty much now all the way through. Oh, great. So yeah, essentially today, tomorrow into Saturday, and then potentially Sunday afternoon. So yeah, 90% chance of rain today, and it's going all the way through tonight into tomorrow. Billy, hello. Thank you for checking in for today's live stream. You're at, oh my god, you're at six, crazy. At work, but try to lurk. You're the best. I love you to pieces. Absolutely amazing. Love you long time. I'm assuming the little is feeling better today as well. Oh, you can't hear me. I will type to you instead. How's the little today? And how are you today? How is everybody today? Oh, and of course he has to throw in a landing rate guess. I love how all of you are guessing hard landings today. I love how you're all guessing hard landings. Has my landings just become that what's it called? That predictable, I guess. At home with Rachel, but a lot better. At least he was this morning when I left. Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. Love to you all. Fantastic. Well, I'm good. Good. I'm really glad to hear that. I'm very glad to hear that. Okie dokie. So let's see, what other views are we gonna have out of here? So yeah, we're probably not gonna see the south coast flash of lightning. We're probably not gonna see the coast of France for a little bit yet. Not until we get to kind of this area here on the other side. Let's just double check how our flight plan is looking. And I will also pop up VATSIM radar just to see how we are doing. I don't know if we've got a little bit of coverage. Yeah, as of right now, it looks like Munich doesn't have any coverage on VATSIM. In fact, we would actually be flying basically with no coverage whatsoever all the way through the south of France here. So, not unsurprising. Unfortunately, French airspace is like habitually known to have terrible ATC coverage. So, Kind of annoying, kind of one of those things, but it's okay. What does that glasses thing do? I literally don't see any of what the difference is there. Let's see. 220s. There are 147 on the network. So there, of course, as always, many, many, many Airbus A320s on the network and Boeing 737-800s. But of course, the biggest one, amazing, absolutely amazing. You love to see it. It's so funny to see how many there are. I don't know if we can tell from the icon if you can tell which ones are. That's a Max, that's a Cessna. There we go. There's what a 220 looks like on there. Absolutely brilliant. The app, it's the app for the Convo. I can't see it on the web I can see on the web version. Interesting. So you're not getting any of the bot messages through on your side. That's so strange. So strange. I don't know why it's doing that. Interesting. Not entirely sure what they're trying to show. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, I love being in an HOA. I really do. Some people are just the worst. Right. We've got that error again, chat. We've got that error again. So I know we're a ways away, but because of the fact that I don't want to cause ourselves. Yeah, I don't know why you're not. Reset the app. I wonder if that will make a difference. I'm not entirely sure why you're not seeing any other messages on there. I know the app is awful. The app is absolutely awful. Right, so we are a Cat 3, so it's going to be. I didn't realize that it's a direct Mike India Quebec, and then taking at 5,000 a final turn in. What is the altitude at this airport? Oh, that was the other thing we were going to do as well, wasn't it? So we'll take a look at that as well. Yeah. Transition is 5,000. What's the airport altitude? There is a. There is a 2,200 feet. Yeah, 2,690 feet, I think, is what the altitude of the airport is up here. Interesting. Yeah, transition out is 5,000 as well. So the transition is 5,000 down to standard. And then the intercept is at 5,000 as well. So we'll double check all of that as well. The other thing that we want to do is start to program in this. So course is 261 and 1087. So we are going to go here, 1087, 7, and take that. 1087, manual, return, and tune. Course is going to be. Where is it? Course is 261. 261. 261. Okay, cool. All right, so course is 261. 261, heading is 1087. All right, so localizer is all established and ready to go for Munich now as well. All right, cool. So that's all good to go there. And yep, that looks good. We'll just double check it on the chart. 261 1087. 261 1087. So we are good to go now on the localizer. Right, MDA. MDA. How does one do set MDA on A220? Access the MCDU to the perf page. Okay, so perf, and that's going to be proceed to descent, and then input the exact barometric MDA. I can see the transition altitude. And then the approach. I see OAT. I see alt. Is that what the MDA is? What is the... Here. Yeah, decision height is 1549. Oh, yeah, so it does have it in there. I guess we'll have to keep our ear out for the minimums call when we get closer to the arrival here as well. We'll start getting ourselves configured there. But apparently it also sets it. Okay, so MDA is automatically set. I genuinely, on the flight yesterday, I don't remember actually hearing that call. So that's why I was like, how is it that you do it? How is it that you do it? Yeah, Cat 3, Cat 2, Cat 3. Yeah, GS. Okay, so the Munich VOR is just before the airport, but the airport has its own thing here. Right, yeah. So this is the one. This is the correct chart that we'll be going off of. Okie dokie. There we go. Right, so we are in good shape. We are in really, really, really good shape. Again, for those of you who are just joining, thank you so very much for joining this morning on a very Thursday morning, flying this absolutely gorgeous airplane. Very quirky airplane, I will say, but we are having a ton of fun. What was the descent altitude that we should be expecting to follow down as well? V pilot, hello there. How are you? What do you think of the lovely weather that we have this morning? How are you, sir? How is everything? What was that thingy? It's under routes, isn't it? Yeah, so we're 390 basically all the way until... Or are we staying 390 basically all the way until we get to, yeah, top of descent? All right, well, we'll stay up here. I mean, I'm perfectly okay with staying up here. Mr. V Pilot, how are you doing? How is everything? We are having a wonderful time. We are enjoying some very scenic views as we transition over towards the south of France to make our way towards München this afternoon. I'm very excited. This afternoon, I have a very exciting day, chat. I am handing off some bookshelves that we have sitting in the house. We are also handing off some other closets that we have sitting around the house. And I'm also handing off... I'm also doing some sanding and painting and uninstalling of things and reinstalling of things. It's going to be a little bit of a DIY afternoon, so I'm looking forward to doing that. Doing well. Every time it's overcast, you wake up with a headache, probably sinuses and allergies. Today, it's definitely... I think it's also the pressure is super high today as well. Because, yesterday we were experiencing some pretty... Yeah. Yesterday, the pressure was much lower. Today, it's it is a much, much, much higher pressure, which is kind of annoying. Finally! Woo! Yeah, you fixed it! Yay! Yay, Heather! Most likely the pressure? I would assume so. How are you though? How is everything besides the headache? Are you up to anything? Have you got the 220 yet, by the way? And if so, want to go home and try the 220, purchase it on release day, but not have had a chance to fly it. Okay. So a couple of things that I really, really highly recommend so far, V, is number one, highly, highly recommend watch the video that A320 on YouTube puts out. So A320 pilot on YouTube does an absolutely amazing, amazing job of going through the aircraft and getting you into a really good flow with it. It's really, really, I cannot stress this enough. It is so hypercritical to get a good flow going with this aircraft. If you get a good flow in the beginning, it will make it so much easier for you to get up and in the air. So yeah, initial flow I would say is arguably the most important thing with this aircraft that I've learned so far. Once you do that, yeah, so once you do that, once you've got the flow down, on landing, I cannot stress. This is the other thing. One, it does tend to drift off its lateral navigation. Yeah, lateral navigation is not something that it particularly likes, especially getting close to final. So as you transition from FMS onto the approach fix, it usually happens right before you go into the final approach fix. But what you'll tend to see is it will start laterally drifting about a mile to the left or right of the lateral navigation until you establish on the localizer. At about 1,000 feet, it suddenly realizes that it needs to be localizer established, and it locks onto the localizer, and you will be absolutely fine past that. But don't be surprised if it drifts off of your final approach as you do that. And then finally, as you go into land, highly, highly, highly recommend taking off the auto throttle. Again, the auto throttle is one of those things where, because it is a geared turbofan, it takes about 5 to 10 seconds for the engines to spool in between the movement on the nose. So instead of instead of you getting power, so every time you raise the nose, you're going to get induced power, and then when you dip the nose, it's going to cut. But usually when you're doing that, there's a lag in between. If you take out the auto throttle and you manage the throttles yourself, you end up with a much, much, much better situation. I ended up experiencing that for the very first time last night. I ended up flying offline, doing some breeze flying. So I flew from Fort Lauderdale to Tampa with breeze, and I can't lie, I had a much, 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 much better experience doing that than I did, obviously, do it. V with the follow! Absolutely
Welcome,
legendary.
V_pilot to the Cove.
Thank you so very much for the follow, V. I appreciate it. And welcome to the Cove, and officially part of the Cove. Yeah, yeah, it happens. Absolutely fine, mate. Totally understand. It is all good. Don't you worry about it. Thank you very much for the follow, though. I appreciate it. A couple of other things for those of you who are just joining for the very first time. If you haven't done so already, go into the channel points and make sure you check in for today's live stream. Use one channel point to redeem that. And then, of course, the landing rate predictions are open as well. All you need to do for that is type a negative number only. You don't need to put FPM or anything like that. Just the negative number as the redemption for that channel point, and that gets you in for the guess for the landing rate predictions. Absolutely amazing. Yeah, we need to figure out a good reward system for guessing the landing rates or something like that. Like maybe we'll do like a raffle or something for a scenery. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Maybe an Amazon gift card or something. I don't know. You guys are being extremely generous, so I feel like I got to give back a little bit and give you guys a little bit of love back for all the love that you've given me. It's been absolutely incredible. Yeah, I'm going to allow that because that's a silly thing that also mod caught. Yes. It is indeed a Bucky's blanket. My wife and I have realized we have now been to 5 Bucky's locations all across the East Coast. So we've done Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Florida, and hang on a minute, the Georgia, South Carolina, Virginia, Florida, and the one in Daytona. So we've done the Orlando and the Daytona one. Jacksonville and Daytona. So yeah, 5 of the Bucky's locations. So I am a big, big, big Bucky's fan. And Ginger, thank you very much for checking into today's flight. Appreciate you, friend. How are you? Are you still minding? Are you minding teenagers still today? We are in the flight deck of the absolutely gorgeous 220 once again today. I think this will be the last flight that we do with this aircraft for a couple of weeks. Oh, sorry, not a couple of weeks, but at least until next week. I need to cook up some fun flights and stuff that we can do during the course of next week. If anyone has any ideas, like I said, I do want to do Japan. I do want to do Australia. We need to do like a milk run or something like that. We've got that's right. I said that we were going to do a Qantas Link to get back flying this bird. So we'll fly this down in Australia. Just woke up. No more teenagers. Yesterday was the last day. Yes. Fantastic news. Fantastic news. Well, that must make you pleased. Any update on the PC parts that have come in? Any update on the PC parts yet? There we go. We'll go off this wing because we haven't stared out of this wing for a minute. I know the views out this wing aren't going to be as good as they are on the other side because, of course, we got the ocean coming up here on the other side. And again, I know that the 9 a.m. slot is a weird one on a Thursday, guys. So again, I so appreciate each and every single one of you for joining me today on the live stream. Thank you for the incredible support. I appreciate it. Again, I know timing is a little bit on the funky side. First thing in the morning on a Thursday, but it is a much better time for me to go live. So it makes more sense for me to go live a little bit early on a Thursday morning. A couple of things coming in today, but the entire PC is built. Just need one cable, and then you can actually turn it on. Yay! Fantastic news. I'm so pleased for you. I'm so pleased. Well, let me know if you get stuck with anything. Please do let me know. I built a couple of PCs in the past. This is the 3rd iteration of the PCs that I've built, and I absolutely freaking love this thing. It is. I can't say that it's a NASA PC because it's not quite a NASA PC, but I absolutely love this thing. She performs really well. And it's funny because even streaming, like, we just heard this. Even with streaming I do stream at a slightly lower resolution. I need to figure out if I can bump up the resolution now that I've got my solid internet connection actually working properly and I've got a pretty even stream. Yeah, getting it to that point was annoying. But now that I've done it, it is going to be so much easier and potentially to go all the way up. Thank you very much. That is the song right there. Heather, thank you very much for the song request for Shoot to Thrill. Yeah, we're gonna be good. Yes, we did talk about it earlier. So yeah, I'm very pleased with the way that the PC is performing. So yeah, we can keep figuring out some flights for next week. Actually, you know what? Let me open up Flight Connections. We can take a look and see what we've got going on. Like there, Flights Connections. let's take a look, shall we? Because, yeah, like I said, we are definitely going to do some milk runs and stuff. So I wish I had the ability to unlock this all the way down. But that's absolutely okay. So we want Qantas. I think Qantas Link is, because I don't know if they like specifically separate like Qantas Link, but Sydney Melbourne. We could either do Sydney Melbourne or Sydney Adelaide. Sydney Adelaide would actually be really fun to do. They do that right now in either the Embraer or the Boeing 737-800 by the looks of things. Annoyed the other day as power source only came with one of the cables needed to connect to the graphics card. That is so annoying. Had everything built, then forgot the cable was missing and had to order it again. So frustrating, especially like the power cables in PCs. Like the whole idea, especially of like the modular power supplies, is that it does make it a little bit easier for you to like have everything that you need in a singular box. So it can be extremely annoying to have to wait around for another cable that you thought you were going to have and then you didn't. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Sydney, Melbourne. Oh, chat. How do we feel about Sydney, Melbourne, and then Melbourne to Adelaide? I think that right now they're only doing that in the 737-800, but I actually really like that. I really like that. Or maybe we go down to somewhere in Tassie. Maybe we do like, oh, maybe we do Hobart. Wait a second. Chat, what do you think of that? Sydney, Melbourne, Hobart. I'm gonna go ahead and write these down. So where are we gonna put these? I'm just trying to think where we should put these. Maybe I need to, I'm just gonna stick them in here. So Sydney, Melbourne, and then Melbourne onto where was it? And again, those of you who stuck around through that ad break, thank you so very much. I appreciate that. Hobart, which is HBA. So that was HBA, Hobart. I gotta see if I've got scenery for that. I know I have, at the very least, got Sydney and Melbourne. Hobart, I don't think so. I should think maybe I will. That might be a free scenery, so I'll double check that. Hoping when it comes today, everything will be set up. Maybe grab someone for a test stream. I should be around. If you need me for anything, Ginger, you let me know. I will happily help. Happily help get all your levels, your audio, all of that good stuff. But yes, we need a Ginger stream. We need a Ginger stream ASAP. Let's, in fact, guys, I need some help. If you wouldn't mind, Ginger is absolutely a lovely member of my community. She is also actually just getting ready to start her live streaming journey herself. So if you would do me the biggest honor that you possibly could, please, and give Ginger a follow and start getting her underway to becoming a Twitch affiliate, I would greatly appreciate that. So please, if you haven't done so already, go give Ginger a follow as we look for some more flights. So that's going to be the Sydney ones, and then let's take a look at some other Far East ops. So I said I wanted to look at Japan. Let's see what we got going on here, because I haven't done like any Japan ops in like forever. Absolutely. Absolutely. We gotta support everyone, you know? It's the important things. Making sure that we get you all the support that you possibly could need. Absolutely my pleasure. I got a load of folks in my community who like supporting other creators. So it's my absolute pleasure. I think we should do. What if we were to do like Osaka, Sapporo? That's right. I forgot that they do it in the 787. I know I unfortunately don't have the 737-800. But that's with ANA. I don't think JAL has, or the JAL it's interesting. So JAL has the 787s as well, but they also do this flight in the Embraer and the 76, which is interesting. What if we go the other way around? What about Sapporo down? I mean, it would be. It's going to be a little bit boring if we're doing Sapporo over to something like Seoul Incheon because it's going to be. That's going to be mostly over water. I would rather do if we're going to do something like scenic that we do something over mainland Japan. Tokushima. Let's see. Oh, okay. So they do it in the 737 as well. Does JAL have Max 8s? I feel like they do, you know. So that could be a shout. Sapporo to Tokushima. All right, well, let's get that in Discord at least. So this is on the A220. We'll probably end up doing that flight a little bit later on in the week. So the Boeing 73 is in, this is Aussie. And I will obviously convert all of this stuff into announcements and stuff properly during the course of the week. So this is Tokushima, which is, what did I say it was? TKS up to Sapporo, which is CTS to CTS. And these are Japan. All right, so that's two of them. We need two more. Chat, we need two more. What other ones could we do? We haven't done the Middle East in a while. We haven't done South Africa. I do like the idea of doing some Europe stuff. I don't want to do Vectors to Copenhagen on Monday. That will be this upcoming Monday. Vectors to Copenhagen is going to be utterly insane. So I don't want to do Vectors to Copenhagen. It's just going to be rammed with 220 pilots who don't know where they're going. I don't want to do anything like Sweden, Norway ops yet. I think we're too early in the year to be doing those. What about, I know we did Greece. What if we were to do, hang on a minute. What if we do Malta? Hang on. Let me cook, chat. What if we do Malta to... How long is that flight to Naples? Oh, EasyJet do it. In the 320 as well. It's an hour and 20 minutes. It's almost like the absolute perfect length of flight as well. I think that is a shout. I think that's an absolute shout. What do we think? Malta to Naples. Airbus A320. Is another plane that we can do. Easy ops. Malta to Naples. or even the other way around. But EasyJet ops. We haven't done EasyJet flying in forever. Right, we need one more. One more. I want to do something in the US. Let's see, something on the east. So actually we haven't flown on the West Coast in a while. LA is LA. I don't currently have a good experience with LA. Yeah, I was thinking Cali. Oh, wait a second. Palm Springs. Palm Springs. I do have the Palm Springs scenery, and it's gorgeous. Maybe we could do like a. Trying to think what we could do with this. Palm Springs would be a hell of a shout. Oh, we haven't done a Palm Springs in forever. It's an hour and 10 minutes, Palm Springs to Las Vegas. And that's really scenic. Oh, in Southwest too. I mean, that's 2 flights in the yeah, I remember you saying that your uncle lived there. I remember you telling me that your uncle lived out that way. Sorry, I apologize for keep staring at my phone, but I am eagerly anticipating an email, so I am very cautiously watching what's going on there. Right, we are about 50 minutes out from our destination, folks. I am going to take a quick restroom break, but I am thinking, chat, that this is the shout. Palm Springs to Vegas in so Boeing 73 Southwest Ops, and that is going to be Palm Springs to Vegas. That is a hell of a set of flights for this week, chat. Right, I'm going to go right back, and I will let you enjoy the music. Right, sorry. When Ducey calls, you know what they say. You know what they say when Ducey calls. Right, I love that. You'll try to fly? Oh, well, I've got to have you over if you want to try and fly. Well, when you come next time, if you want to give this a go, Heather, we'll set you up and we'll do some flying. We'll get you to do some flying. The last time Allison touched any of my flight controls, yeah, it didn't end well. Let's just say that a dive for the ground definitely was something that happened. Right. I need to move this. It gets hit accidentally every single time I'm trying to do something inside the sim. Right, we need to start talking about our arrival. So we are going to be coming in on the Betos, what is it? It's the Betos 1 Bravo, which is this guy right here. This is going to get us down pretty much over. Okay, so it's going to get us over Ottersberg. Right, let's just quickly read this. Clearance for a star with a level and speed constraint consists of a lateral and vertical part. The lateral cleared designator arrival. Vertical part is the desired flight level. Adhere to the waypoints and constraints as mandatory and descend via the star. Maintain cleared level to IAF. Descend in holding pattern and to flight level 80 for standard instrument approach. Okay. So essentially, we are going to be on a standard instrument approach coming in below 130. So we're going to clear ourselves down to flight level 130 and then start making our descent down. And then 8,000 cleared by ATC overhead Ottersberg. So 8,000 by Ottersberg. And then that's going to get us in. So Ottersberg is actually to the south of the airport, I think. Right? Ottersberg is to the south of the airport. And then we need to get ourselves over. So how is this going to work with the arrival? Because, yeah, it's going to get us over here to Ottersberg. And then we need to essentially swing ourselves around here on the south side. So if we carry on to Ottersberg here, then we end up on this approach. So what is this approach here? So that is the Bravo Echo Tango transition. There is Riley with the check-in. Thank you for checking in for today's flight, Riley. 5 check-ins, mate. Absolutely legendary. Thank you so very much for checking in for today's stream. Hope you are good. We are streaking on a 7-stream streak as well. That means you've been here more times than you've checked in, sir. That doesn't bode well, but thank you very much for your 7-stream streak. I appreciate you so very much. So appreciate it. Thank you. Right. So yeah, I think essentially what we're going to do is like vector ourselves down. So yeah, Ottersberg and then vectors down to Gedeg, which is the arrival entry point on the Cat 3 ILS, which, yeah, is going to be over here. So we're essentially not going to be coming in over the Mike India Quebec VOR on this side. I think, yeah, it looks like the missed approach will get us back over there if we miss the approach, but I doubt it. Sorry, try to check in more often. Don't forget, because you get rewards. Remember, as you check in, the more times that you check in, the more likely you are to receive rewards. So it's only to your benefit. When you get to 10 check-ins, you start getting tons and tons and tons of great benefits. So yeah, don't forget to do that. I'm really happy with this set. We've cooked with these. We've really cooked with these. So I'm looking forward to announcing what we're going to be doing next week now. Because we've got 2 of the Boeing flights, we got an Airbus flight, and we've got the 220 flights as well. So we are looking really good now. Cool. Amazing. Might have to lurk. No, you are absolute. No. You are absolute. Might have been to lurk. Yeah, no, you're absolutely fine. Honestly, you guys are allowed to be at work and stuff. Don't worry about little old me. Don't you guys worry about little old me. I will be fine. I will be fine. Right, let's get some arrival data in, shall we? And let's take a look at what the meta is looking like at Munich. All right, cool. So Munich, it looks like winds are 330 at 4. So a little bit of a quartering wind that we'll be experiencing. Cav okay. Yeah, Cav okay. So it looks like we've got really nice. It looks like 250 variable at 10 knots as well for the winds. So yeah, the rest of the weather actually looks all right. So we've got beautiful weather down there. With 37. Wait, is that? That is 37 degrees with a dew point of 9. God, the air is dry in Munich. Good Lord. Is that what the Alps does? That is crazy. That is absolutely crazy. Right, let's clear the scratch pad and start to get some stuff in as well. So like we said, winds 330 at 4, so they're nice and gentle, which is nice. Quartering gentle winds, we don't mind, and 37 degrees. I cannot believe how warm it is down there. We are going to go 123 plus 5, and we will go and take a slats and flaps 4, so a VREF of 138, which will be absolutely fine. Minus 100. Oh, someone is someone thinks I'm actually going to butter it in. My goodness gracious. Yeah, I don't know if I have that high hopes for myself, but we will have to wait and see. We will have to wait and see. Right, let's get a vertical profile in here as well, and go over to the plan page and see our top of descent point. Yeah, we're quite a ways from top of descent for a moment, but we are doing really well. We are doing really, really well. Right, so that is the arrival data all set and in there, and then the descent is in as well, and then the alt is in there. Altimeter is 1017, 1017, and then the transition, oops, 1017 QNH, and the D 1549, 1549. Perfect. Oh, is that the alt transition? Silly goose. 5,000. I think that is the transition point there. So 537 320. Yep. Okay, so all that looks good. All right, looking really, really good now. And yes. Okay, good stuff. So we are all set and ready to go for our arrival. Speed, FMS, APV outs, and then we'll start arming ourselves to go down. Remember that very first descent point is going to be for below 130 overhead Betos. So I believe that constraint is actually in there already, so we should be good to go. Absolutely gorgeous. So for those of you who are just joining us for the very first time, good afternoon, hello, and welcome. Hope everybody is doing fabulous and you are enjoying yourselves and having a good Thursday. We are having a really, really lovely, lovely quiet morning stream, which I love quiet mornings. They genuinely are the best. Again, to everyone who's joined, to everyone who's followed, I think we've had 3 followers already, 2 subs. Huge thanks for all the tremendous support this morning. That means the absolute bloody world. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. Genuinely, the amount of support now that I've been doing this for just over a week has been nothing short of incredible. And the fact that we are almost at 650 follows, heading on our way to 1,000, which is mad. I am so beyond grateful. Thank you. It genuinely means the world. Right, so we're about 30 minutes out now. Yeah, we should off of our wing here, we're going to start to see the Alps and then maybe a little bit of the coast as well. The views out the window have been absolutely incredible on today's flight. Oh, thank you, Heather. Yeah, it's been a good journey. I've really enjoyed it. Like I said, obviously, like the time slot here has been a bit of a funky one. But we'll wait and see. If this time slot ends up being a bit of a funky one in the future, then we may adjust it ever so slightly. But for right now, I'm perfectly okay with keeping it. I'm perfectly okay with keeping it. Just because it gives me the opportunity to like actually kind of wind back and like really focus in and lock in on what we're doing. But I am very, 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 very excited for next week's stuff. It's going to be a lot of fun. Mum wants to watch too, so I got to show her how. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I appreciate all the amazing support. Like, you guys don't realize, but every single follow, every single watch, every single view, every single comment, every single message all goes a hell of a long way. And even though, like, I take the live stream content and I put it onto YouTube and stuff like that, it's just one of those things that it makes, all the watches and stuff like that. I have actually got quite a lot of views, for the type of content that it is. And me not really posting and advertising a lot of it, but I have been getting quite a bit of views on YouTube on the VODs and stuff like that. So obviously, you guys who aren't making it on the actual live stream, you're catching up on the VODs, and that means the absolute freaking world. Is that like is that Switzerland? Are we flying over? It is Geneva. Yeah, we are absolutely flying straight over Geneva, and Zurich, I think, is going to be a little bit further over this way as well. Because we've done the hot flight from Zurich to Zurich is going to be off of our wings as well. So yeah, we've done the Geneva Zurich flight before as well. Every time Sapphire pings in Discord after the stream, I have a mini panic attack. That, it's great to have a system like that in place because obviously, every time I post something like that, V, how's the flightings going, by the way? We're going to be down in Australia next week. Goated music, you're a legend. Thank you. We got some good music coming up, and only about 40 minutes or so left before we arrive down on the ground. Bella, hello. Thank you for checking in for the live stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you are having a wonderful, wonderful Thursday morning. How's everything with you? I was a little dehydrated from overnight, so catching up with a liquid IV, not sponsored. Hashtag not sponsored, but highly, highly encourage anyone who does not have the product to take a look into it. It is so good. Arriving in about 30 minutes or so. Amazing. Yeah, we're arriving in about 30 minutes or so. I think we're estimated right at 30 minutes. Hey, here just lurking, bit hot type. Absolutely amazing. You're an absolute legend. Thank you so very much for lurking. I so appreciate it. And Riley, thank you for the song request as well. Goddamn Noah Khan. Absolutely hilarious. There are so many Noah Khan fans out there. I'm not... Okay, so I do like his music, and I love the collab here with Sam Fender. But yeah, I've not got a lot of Noah Khan's music in my playlist. I don't know why. Need to take a look and see if I can add some more of his stuff in. Because of course, I'm a big Sam Fender fan. Thanks, Chewy. Thanks, Chewy, for that. Big old Sam Fender fan. Oh, and a goated song from Heather as well. I don't know how many of these songs we're actually going to get through as we get down. This song is better than Stick Season, in your opinion? Honestly, there are some like incredible songs by both of the artists. I'm a big fan of this genre of music. I don't even know what you would call it. It's almost like rock pop, soft rock pop, isn't it? It's a weird one because there's been it is a funny one. There's been a lot of songs over the last like 3 or 4 years that have kind of taken a throwback into like the music of the late 2000s. It's kind of funny. That's what this reminds me of, at least. Right, we are going to start thinking about getting ourselves down. So we need to be down below flight level 130. So we're going to start getting this armed up. The path is now flashing, as you can see. That is one thing in this flight deck that I absolutely freaking love, is that when you arm something and when a state changes in the airplane, it flashes. It's brilliant. I really, really, really like that feature. As we sail our way past the Alps, just the views today have been absolutely incredible, haven't they? Absolutely amazing. I love, love flying over this part of the world. It really is spectacular. I also absolutely love the tail cam, by the way, chat. This is probably one of my favorite views in the entire sim. I know we tend to do a lot of like cinematics like this, which also look amazing, but come on. Come on. This is just so good. So good. I absolutely love this sim. Anyone else doing any flying? I know V's doing some flying this morning. Obviously, this is the one and only flight that we're doing on the live stream today. And again, for everyone who hasn't done so already, make sure you drop into the channel point rewards down below. Make sure you get in both the landing rate prediction and your check-ins for today's live stream. Landing rate predictions will close at 10,000 feet. So because we are on our way down, that's going to happen faster than you know what to do with. So make sure, if you haven't done so, that you go ahead and do so. And V with the absolute thunker of a landing rate. My goodness me. Someone knows and has been watching my landings in this thing. I'm hoping that I land softer than that today. Really, really hoping I land softer than that today. And for those of you who are in an ad break, thank you very, very much for sticking around. I greatly appreciate it. Greatly appreciate it. It's been a really lovely flight, actually. I'm really enjoying it. We also have some Lego to do. I know a lot of the flights next week are short hops, but that maybe I don't know what we're planning on doing the weekend after next. I think this weekend is the first weekend of August. I think we're out of town the second weekend of August. And we're heading to the beach for the day. And while we're out doing that, yeah, I think we need to. I think we need to figure out a day where we can do like a longer flight and do some Lego building. Because now, obviously, that my office is done, there's two pieces of furniture that are actually going to go into my office. So one is going to go right here behind me, and the other is going to go across on the wall on the other side here. And the weekend after you get to steal the wifey, yeah, I think it is, isn't it? But yeah, we're gonna do some Lego long hauling, which will be so much fun. So yeah, we'll maybe do that, and then maybe Sunday, obviously, when we get back from the pool, I got to see what we're up to. But we're going to the gym and the pool and all of that. What sets do I have? I gotta bring them out and show you because I have quite a few. I have quite a few. See, as I say that, I've got Sam Fender. This is by far one of my favorite songs from Sam Fender as well. Absolute incredible song. I absolutely love this song. Concorde is I already have that built, so that is actually going on the wall across from where I'm sitting right here. So Lego Concorde is going to be on the wall. We do have the new DC-3, the Pan Am, to build. I've got a couple of helmets. I've got the Game Boy. I've got the SLS. So yeah, we've got a few really, really big sets to build. So I'm really, really looking forward to putting all that together. In fact, one of the sets that I am going to be putting together, I got to figure out how I want to do it because I've got the NASA poster, which actually let me bring it over so I can show you guys. Give me 1 second. Let me show you the poster here real quick. So that poster right there. So what I am planning on doing, I don't know if you guys have seen this since I've actually redone the room, but the that poster right there is a display, and so I'm thinking of actually putting the SLS underneath that poster. So I probably gonna have to like build a custom shelf and everything, so that it can go in front of where that poster is. But then the other Lego sets that I have, the Concorde, the DC-3, and the Space Shuttle, are all going to go on the wall back here on the other side. So yeah, this is the new back wall of the office. So you guys didn't get to see this last time. And there's the window, but there you go. So that's the posters there. That's the posters that we have on the wall behind us. And then here is where I hang out right here. Yeah, no, I have the Concorde, I have the Space Shuttle, I have all of those as well. So, yeah, it's good fun. It's good fun. I'm really 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 pleased with all the Lego that I have. We've got a few sets to build. We've got lots of work to do. Lots of work to do. Yeah, we should be hitting top of descent here in the not too distant future because yeah, we are but only 20 odd minutes from our arrival into Munich. Space shuttle doesn't surprise me. Yeah, no, I love the space shuttle. It was such a beautiful set to put together. In fact, we put together both of those sets on the live stream, which is why I want to do the DC-3 on here as well. So yeah, we're gonna definitely do that. Again, guys, if you have not already, now is the last opportunity to put in for landing rate predictions, your check-ins, and also if you haven't done so already, join up on the Discord. I post all of our schedule of what we're up to. Like I said, we are probably going to be live tomorrow evening, and that schedule and specifically times and stuff, I will let you guys know once I get back from being out and about tomorrow. Yeah, wifey and I are taking some time for ourselves tomorrow morning, which will be lovely, which we both desperately need. It's just one of those things, right? I think those of you who have been in a similar position to where I have, you got to do things that will keep you sane and motivated. And so I am keeping myself sane and motivated by going out and about and spending time with the missus. And usually I do take Fridays off. So yeah, I'll be taking Friday off in the morning at the very least. Do you have the London one? Yes, we do. Yeah, we have a couple of the architecture sets. Those eventually are all going to go on our TV stand downstairs. So I have some things that will go on the shelf behind me, like the 747s that I had been gifted by a friend of mine from a particular airline. So we have those. I have my 787 from Virgin Atlantic that I want to put up. Eventually, I want to get a couple of other things. Like I do want to get a A220 from JetBlue as a model behind me. There's a couple of other things that I want to get. So they're all going to go up on the shelf behind me as well. So there we go. Right, I think this is one of the very final turns that we're going to be making as we start to make our way down towards Munich here. Oh yes, if you, I probably need to write a list of all the sets that I have. The one that everyone gets jealous of, is my Lego Wall-E. So I have the original Lego Wall-E set, which is just, it is such an amazing Lego set. I absolutely freaking love that Lego set. It was so much fun to build and put together. Yeah, no, I will, because I owe you that list anyway, because obviously I know it's one of those things where everyone's like, oh, you build Lego, I can gift you Lego. It'd be nice to know what sets you have and which ones you don't. So yes, I will gather that list together. But yeah, I've got in the closet back here, I have a number of boxes that and also I have all the Lego that I need to actually rebuild and put up properly. But of course, I'm not doing any of that until I get the 3D printer or anything like that as well. So now that my office is actually like put together, and the only things that I need to do now are like get the furniture piece, which is going behind me. I do want to get some lighting. Like you guys may notice that I've got a gap at the top of both of my wood panels where I'm going to have lights up behind. So I need to organize that. I need to get the lighting system up as well. I can't believe I took a shot on in the dark on the Game Boy one. Yeah, no, seriously. It's so funny because that one was one that I've been eyeballing for a while, and I was like, I need to get this because if I don't get it now, I am literally gonna be yeah, in trouble. In trouble. This song was recorded 5 minutes down the street from your current location. Oh, that's epic. So epic. That is so fun. Yeah, I know, Riley, you have like a relationship with a few singer-songwriters and then recording artists as well. Well connected in the music scene, you are. Very well connected indeed. Well, guys, this has been a absolutely lovely flight. I hope you all have enjoyed it as much as I have. As we make our way over, I think Zurich is going to be coming over our wing here. Where is it? It's going to be, or have we already flown by it? Oh, we've already flown by it. It's behind us. Zurich is, I think we have it loaded into the sim. It's like behind us over, where is it? It's like on the other side of the lake, isn't it? North end of the lake on that side. So it's like quartering behind, just in front of there. I think it's somewhere over on this side. If you plan a trip with the missus up here, seriously, let you know. I absolutely will. I most certainly will. Thank you very much. Yeah, no, we would love to make our way towards your neck of the woods. Yeah, it's just a question of like when we're going to be doing something like that. At the moment, for obvious reasons, we are currently in a holding pattern with any travel plans, other than obviously trips that are prepaid and booked and all of that good stuff. So we have a number of those that are like prepaid and booked and stuff like that. So we're good on those. It's just, yeah, it's future travel that is kind of on hold at the moment until I lock in a new position, which, of course, one of those things that we are in the process of phone. Hoping the ILS will behave. What, ours or yours? I have actually, I did what I did yesterday. So I actually did pre-program the localizer ahead of time. So I have got in let's see, Cat 3, yeah, so 2611087, 2611087. We manually had to do this. As you can see, if I go to the next page here, sorry, the tune menu, which is over here, you can see where I go here on this side, you'll see it, it says manual tune. So if you click auto, over here, it will default back to 108.0. This is a known bug. Like all of the ILS frequencies, for some reason, are set to 1080 with a course of 360 or 0. So yeah, it's kind of annoying. I don't know why that's the case. But yeah, so we've gone ahead and we put 1087 in there. Right, we are. I just realized we are. No wonder we've been flying so dang slow. We were sitting at 0.68. Good lord above. How long's that been sitting like that? Christ alive. One of the prepaid trips is back to London for a certain Harry streamer's wedding. No, unfortunately not. Unfortunately not. That is not one of the prepaid trips at the moment. So we will sort that out, obviously. Heard about that. Hope you have. It's not Riley's wedding. It's someone else's wedding that I was commenting on, Heather. But I don't, Riley. I don't know. Are you going to? Are you invited to the wedding? Will you be attending the wedding? That's okay. No, you are absolutely fine. There's so much going on. It's kind of wild. I cannot believe that we were sitting at 0.68 this entire time. Absolutely wild behavior. That's okay. My brain does that as well, so don't you worry. Don't you worry. My brain's been doing that basically all day today. Right, let's see. I think we've got some folks who, yes, we do. Wonderful. Okay, good. Good. We have some folks who are still up and streaming, so we will have to give some support to them. Once we land, we will be doing a recorded landing today for the very first time on the live stream. So hopefully that will work out well for us. Excuse me. I've had a tickle in the back of my throat. If anyone has accidentally sipped on water and it's gone down the wrong pipe, yeah, I did that yesterday. I've had a tickle in my throat, and it's just been so annoying. We are about at top of descent ourselves, V. We are literally just about to cross our top of descent here. So yeah, we're going to be starting to make our way down, and I'm going to actually start to think about turning the music down and getting the sound of the sim up just a little bit so that we can start to make our way down as well. There we go. V path. There is top of descent. On our way down we go. And we will start to get some speed brake out. There we go, .74. And as always with this aeroplane on descent, we start to get... Hello? I was like, why is the speed brake not popping out? There we go, that's better. All right, speed limit, and we should be coming back to idle here as well as we drop down to Mach 0.74. God, the arrival into this airport is going to be absolutely stunning, folks. Absolutely stunning. There we go. Okay, so on descent, FMS AP1V path. And then if I flip over to the path mode here, we are going to essentially going to be vectoring ourselves off of Oscar Tango Tango this way to the waypoint Greg's. Let me just go and get the routing in as well. Descending, we'll be doing an RMP arrival. RMP 0.11 is crazy. That is the lowest I've ever seen. Is that 0.11 the accuracy rating? That's crazy. It's amazing how accurate RNAV approaches are getting. I've heard RNAVs in this jet are actually significantly better than the ILS approaches, which is kind of funny. Yeah, that is crazy low. That is crazy, crazy low. Well, best of luck. I hope it goes well. You're down in, what are you doing? Are you doing like Alice Springs or something like that? Because you said Virgin Australia, so I know you're down in Oz at the minute. Only way I'd probably meet Mr. Smith is if he attends FS Weekend for work. Oh, yeah. Canberra. Oh, that's an approach and a half. That is an approach and a half. Absolutely amazing. Hopefully it won't crash into the mountains. Don't worry, you and I both. I forgot how mountainous it is up this side of the world. Then again, I have driven through this area of the world before because I've been skiing in Austria, right on the Germany-Austria border in a town called Zell am See. Absolutely gorgeous part of the world, which is why, again, Austria is one of my... Actually, that's a point. Have I put that on... Sorry, that made me think about it. I was like, wait a sec. Have I put Austria on my bean map? Yes, I have. Right, country, continents, countries. Belgium, France, Saint Martin. You know, I don't think I have Austria. Have I got bean on that? Bean, yes, add visit. There we go. Right. There we go. Yes, okay. Non-UN territories. 3 continents, 31 regions. There we go. Beautiful. Yep, okay. Yeah, I've officially... I think I've got 12 countries that I've done. Technically speaking. All right, we are 300 knots, aiming for 290. So we are technically at green dot speed, but I have whacked out the air brakes. Why are my air brakes not deploying? I don't know why my air brakes have decided that they want to stop deploying out. It's very weird. Right, we're going to keep the music in for just a tiny bit longer. Oh, let's tear up this town. Do. Cut loose, foot loose. Right, 250 again. For those of you who are joining us, don't forget, last opportunity down below to put your landing rate predictions in if you are just joining us. 1 channel point, negative number only when you're putting in that landing rate prediction in the channel points. So if you haven't done so already, now's your perfect opportunity to do so, because we will not be opening those again. You only get 1 shot. You only get 1 shot. All right, so we are... There we go. So, bump. Right, good. So we are about 6 minutes out from, I think, where's UTC? Yeah, about 8 minutes out from taking those vectored approaches. Song request. Oh, I don't know if we're going to get to that before we pause up. I was actually going to pause the music after this song, so if we pause after this song, I think the song request will slide in there just as we get on the ground at Munich. And like I said, we are going to be recording the approach into Munich. Once we get overhead, Oscar Tango Tango, I think we'll go ahead and do it. I am going to go ahead and whack a very quick BRB on. I will be back in just 2 seconds. What a perfect time to pause the music, eh? What a perfect time to pause the music. Right, let's get the sound of the sim up a little bit. Right, we are 18... Mode change, thrust. What happened there that we... Very strange. Okay. I don't know why the FMS mode decided to change there. Right, we are just about to get the other side. Again, guys, last opportunity to put your landing rate predictions in for the landing into Munich. And that is absolutely fine because we are going to, once we get on the other side of Oscar Tango Tango, we are going to work a heading bug around to, what are we going to do? That is, let's see, so we're at 3-3 right now. Probably, actually, straight at 9-0 is what we will bug at. So 090 is going to be there, and then we need to start making our way down to 5,000 is going to be that final approach fix altitude as we get a little bit further down. Speed FMS, so we are looking good there, and then we will pick up the direct over to Good Egg as we start to approach. So I'm going to take a vector as we continue our descent down to on the other side of this. So we are going to dip down below flight level 130. Let's see, I think we might need to max spoilers. James? Hope I'm pronouncing the screen name correctly there. Hello, is the 220 now in the base game, or is this a purchased add-on? What a phenomenal question. This is indeed a purchased add-on. This is the Synaptic/Ini builds Airbus A220. It is a paid add-on that you can purchase through the Microsoft in-game store. So yeah, it is a paid add-on, and I am having an absolutely amazing time with it. I know, obviously, there have been some small bugettes, but nothing absolutely game-breaking and earth-shattering. It's still very flyable, and she flies like an absolute dream, in my opinion. But yeah, just as a quick heads up, it is a paid add-on. And it is the Synaptic Ini builds A220, if you were wondering. It is in the Marketplace store. But hello and welcome to the live stream. Hope you are enjoying yourself. Again, welcome to the Cove. I am Joel, aka Britain MCO. Streaming for you live from the wonderful, the fabulous Hochmania. Welcome back. How are you this morning? Welcome back to the live stream. You catch us as we are on final approach to Munich. We should have the airport in sight, I think. Right? It's two runways. Right? I think we should be able to see it out the window here. Coming up. Yep, it should be quartering out that way somewhere. It's probably hiding right behind the pillar over here on this side, but yeah, the airport should come into our view. The 220 is behaving absolutely beautifully this morning. Thank you, Hochi. Hochmania. Yeah, she is performing absolutely brilliantly. There it is. There's Munich. Munich, where'd you go? There it is. Hello, Munich. Hello. We will see you in a moment. So she's in the process of loading in. Right, flight plan discontinuity. That is absolutely fine because we are going to just the other side of Oscar Tango here. We are going to start making our way in on vectors. For those of you who are here and here for the very, very first time on the live stream, I hope you are having a wonderful, wonderful day so far. So there we go. We are going to break ourselves off of that. Then we are going to take a direct into Gudeg. And we are going to leave that where it is because we're not going to go ahead and hit execute yet. Because we are going to fly the vectors. We are at flight level 130, and we're going to do flight level change now down to 5,000. We're going to start making our way down. I think we were supposed to clear ourselves down to 7,000 on the other side of that, but absolutely fine. We are a little on the high side, but easily recovered. Let's get some brakes out, and we should start to make our way in here. So we're going to go managed manual speed at 250 knots as well. So the beautiful thing about being on vectors and being in this mode, so heading and flight level change mode in this airplane is a speed-based constraint rather than a pitch constraint. So we are going to be constrained based on the speed bug. So she's going to aim for 250 and the nose will basically pitch down until then. Right, we are 1,000 feet away. Last opportunity, if you haven't done so already, to put your landing rate predictions in. But yeah, go ahead, if you haven't done so already, go ahead, whack those landing rate predictions in now. And hopefully, we will get you guys in a good way here. So 5,000 feet to go. We're going to stay on this vector of 090 as we come the other side of the airport. There we go. Got some speed brake out, and the airport should be right behind us and over here. So we're going to start making our way over towards the airport. And guys, thank you very much for sticking through the ad break there. I greatly appreciate it. Right, we should have more than enough room to start to think about executing that turn. So let's start to make our turn there. Nav mode, and we'll start to make our way in. And we will go direct there. Execute. So FMS1, execute that. That draws the line. And then that should switch us from heading select mode into FMS1 as we swing around on the final approach fix. So 7,000, we are down 7,000 per that constraint. The decel point gets us down over here as well, so 250 knots. We'll start that decel 250. So I'm going to go ahead and bring the speed back to FMS managed, and that's going to take 250 over here. The way in which this aircraft handles speed is so easy to understand. I absolutely love it. Here we go. So now it's going to cross over here. We should now go from heading, and it should switch immediately over to FMS1 to take that nav around. Let's see, it may have overshot it. It has overshot it. It has overshot it. That's fine. Start to make that turn, and the 5,000 is there. So that is their HPA. Well, no, we're in HPA, not there. Perfect. So we'll keep the nose coming around. Right, heading is going to swing around to there. We are going to try and catch that FMS bug. going to go bring the speed back. There we go. Yeah, she's going to aggressively swing around now to that heading. Right, let's go map view, because then we can actually get that intercept. That's one thing with this plane that is a little bit funky, is sometimes that it doesn't like to take the directs when it's at like a 90-degree turn. Right, FMS 1, execute. FMS 1, there it goes. Yeah. So for some reason, it doesn't like to stay on bugged headings. For some reason, it's very, very weird that it does that. Right, 5,000, speed constrained. We're going to go through decel here in just a moment, and then we'll be on the final approach fix to start getting our approach course laid in. As well. So 5,000, airport should be at our 1 o'clock, which it is, sorry, at our 11 o'clock, which it is. And then we are making the final course and approach in. I'm going to go ahead and flip that to manual speed, and because we are accelerating here, I'm going to go all the way down to 220 knots. Just so that we can start getting some flaps and slats going. There's slats 1. There we go. It's absolutely fine. I know we're ever so slightly chasing the barber poles as we're coming out there, but that's absolutely fine. I've heard that the real aircraft does that as well, so that is not actually an uncommon way to navigate that speed. There we go. Fantastic. Right, let's go ahead and start recording. We are now recording our landing. Absolutely amazing. I'm going to set that up to do that automatically in the future, because there is a super easy way for me to do that. And Tessa, thank you very much for checking in for today's flight. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you? You catch us just as we're getting ready to land into Munich Airport. We are making the downwind into runway 26 right in the absolutely beautiful Airbus A220. She is flying absolutely beautifully at the moment, so I have absolutely no complaints. Long old arrival, this one. Right, so FMS 1, we can actually, when we make that final turn here, so if I turn the range rings down as well as the range, it's here. Let me get there's 1,000, Meta EDDM. Let's get the 1017 is the Baro. 1017. There we go, perfect. So we can actually start getting ourselves down VLs. And we will do a quick flight level change to get ourselves down there. So that's going to keep our speed at 220, 199. So I'm actually going to go and do the same thing as I did before. Switch back to FMS speed. That's going to bring us down to 199. And aiming for there's 5,000, so that's what that call out was. Making the final turn, we can now arm the approach. So arm, approach, FMS 1, approach localizer, glide slope is armed. We are an IAS, and we are now going to hit flat 2. And there's localizer. So we are looking good. And remember what I said, guys, I am going to also be taking out the auto throttle for this landing as well. So there we go. There's lock on one side, glide slope on the other. So we did get a bingo on that turn, which is brilliant. All right, 190. We are flat 2. We'll go gear down flat 3. It's going to aggressively get down after the gear down. And because, of course, we are doing a flat 4 landing, we will arm the auto brakes to medium as well. And there's flap 4. There we go. So we will get all the way down to VREF speed. And I pause the alerts. I am not on 1.03 yet. I actually didn't realize that 0.03 was up, so I will definitely be checking that and making sure that I get 03 active. Yeah, it's slightly offset approach. Is this an offset ILS? Does anyone know? No, it's just it's the A220 doing A220 things. We got a 9-knot wind across our nose. Good to know that the update for 1.03 is now out. Update is now available August 4th. Oh, it says the update is going to be August 4th. Okay. Good to know. Right, we are in final config. 1,700 feet to go. Remember what I said? We are going to be taking the controls of the flaps as well. Sorry, not flaps. Flaps already in. Flaps, gear, auto brake, all of that stuff is good. We'll get landing lights on now as well. And I'm going to take auto throttle as well. Do that here in just a second. Right. I'm going to leave it in almost till the last minute. This is the calmest wind I've actually landed in for this aircraft. All right, here we go. So I'm going to go ahead and take the auto throttle out.
1,000.
Checked. And I'm going to take the aircraft. Aircraft is mine. All right, I have control. Okie dokie. Yeah, we are nice and stable on that approach. Nice and stable. Nice calm winds as well. Point the nose down. The nose does, I find, like to drift up quite a bit. I do find that the nose likes to drift up just a little bit there. There we go. Nice correction.
500.
Checked. Looking good. She does. The wings like to wave, don't they? The wings really do like to wave. Dot high, come down. Right on the money. Right on the money. Right on the money. This is looking really good. This is looking really good. Really good. I like the look of this a lot. Looking good.
100.
Yep. This is looking really nice.
50. 30. 20. 10.
Butter! What a beautiful landing that was. Oh, baby. That was the best landing I've done in this plane yet.
Runway says thank you.
Oh, come on. A 316? A 316? You've got to be joking. You've got to be joking.
Config trim.
That's fine. Oh my god. Why am I getting a yell for a config trim when we're already down? Unbelievable. V. Getting the guess right again. Unbelievable. Well, thank you, Janet, for the commentary. Unbelievable. I cannot believe it. 316 was the landing rate there. Again, I have not been able to get that landing under 300. This thing does like to land really heavily. It is kind of wild. Right, so we will start to get the APU going while we are starting to make our way down towards the gate. Again, this is native scenery for Munich. This is one of the world update sceneries, so we'll taxi basically Alpha Delta right into the first apron here. So Alpha 5 Mike into the apron over here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome down to Munich. We will go ahead and stop the recording. I cannot believe that landing rate. What was the landing G-force according to LRM? Landing G-force is a 1.18. So yeah. Landing G-force 1.18. Yep. I'm actually pretty dang happy with that. I can't lie. I'm pretty dang happy with that. I don't know why we've got taxi lights in the middle of the taxiway, but hey ho. Hey ho. There we go. APU is on. Start to get the lights all configured here as well for our arrival. Taxi lights. And there we go. Right, cool. We'll set the signs to also. Let the cabin crew handle that. And there we go. What do we think, guys? I think that was by far one of my best landings into in this aircraft to date. Again, still super hard landing. I'm somewhat bummed that it was quite as hard as it was, but yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Right, we're gonna make this turn here onto November, and again. I believe this is native Microsoft scenery as well. And there we go. That is there. Cool. Right, so this gets us over to cross the bridge and then entry on November 1. On this side. Yeah, I've had the Munich scenery for a while. I thought it was Microsoft Flight Sim. It may not be, but I think it is. If my memory serves, someone in the chat can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm fairly sure this is this scenery is indeed from Microsoft Flight Sim. I did forget that there is construction walls over on this side. Wait, have we just gone in a circle? I thought that there was... Have we just gone in a circle? We've gone in a circle, chat. We're going on a magical mystery tour. Magical mystery tour. Right, let's get that nose swung all the way around, shall we? Let's swing the nose. Swing the nose. Right, we may have to reverse her, chat. Beep, 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 beep. Come on. Hello? Right, fine. We're just gonna... Right, let's try that again. Right, let's reverse, get her around here. Are we not? Is she not? Weird. Well, we are having some fun over here. We are definitely having some fun over here. We've made it as well. One of my best landings. By the way, you got the landing rate correct. So congratulations on that.
Config flat.
Yeah, that's fine.
Flat.
That's fine.
Config
That's fine.
flat.
We're just
trim.
We're just turning. We're just turning. We're just turning. We're making our way. We're trying to find a gate that will take us, because yeah, we ended up in a bit of the scenery that was how far off was you? You were not far off at all. 34 feet per minute. You guessed 350, and the actual was 316. But we're going to take a look at it after we park up here, if I can actually get her parked today. if I can actually get her parked, that would be amazing. Right, there we go. Right, there goes the steering. Now I can actually steer her. There we go. Right, let's, we're going to head to that terminal over here. We're going to ignore the fact that I'm having such a hard go of taxiing this. Come on. There we go. I really don't love taxiing in this sim. I really don't love taxiing in this sim. It can be a raw bear. Right, we're going to use the... We're just going to literally go straight down and park up on that side. God bless. God bless. So yeah, we're going to end up parking up over here, which is absolutely fine. Yeah, not a minus 116. Not bad at all. Not bad going at all. Again, for those of you who've joined us for the entirety of today's flight, thank you so very much for joining us. I greatly appreciate it. It's been really fun today. I hope you guys have all enjoyed it as well. Right, let's do this. We're gonna set parking with GSX, so go parking spots. Search parking, we're going to go 175, and no, and combo, why not, that's fine. There we go, so there is our parking attendance. There we go, so we are going to swing the nose around and get parked up. Again, for those of you who have joined us, if you aren't already part of the Discord, definitely go ahead and do that. If you haven't checked in for today's live stream, now is one of your last opportunities to do so before we button up the streams for the week, or at least the planned ones, until we go up tomorrow for a little bit of a variety stream. Little bit of a variety stream. There we go. Yeah, absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. Come on, coming on in. Coming on in. Coming on in. I don't want to run you over. I feel like I was about to run you down, lady. I feel like I was about to run you down, lady. I don't know why she was like, no, keep coming, keep coming, keep coming. Crazy. Right, there we go. Engine shut down. And GSX, let's do some deboarding. Very good parking. Are they getting it? Apparently it was so good it deserved the Gundam style, but she wasn't there. Well, that's the first Gundam style parking that I've got, so thanks for... Wow, outstanding. What an amazing job, GSX. This is why we GSX memes, chat. I mean, that's literally why they call it GS memes. Literally have a cart for the emergency exit door, and that one's just really high. Unbelievable. Well, ladies and gentlemen of the Twitch chat, let's go ahead and resume the alerts. We will mute the sound of the sim, or at least get the sound of the sim down. Unloading from the cockpit. Yeah, exactly. No, we're going to start unloading from the emergency exit hatch at the top of the flight deck there. But there we go, guys. Welcome down to Munich. I hope you have enjoyed. I hope you've enjoyed that as much as I have. That was a spectacular arrival into Munich. We'll review that flight here in just a moment, and we'll start to get ourselves underway. Right, let me quickly jump in here. It looks like we can give some love to some folks who are still up and spinning. It looks like, yeah, we've got a few folks who we can give some love to. So I will take a quick peek inside of the I'll take a quick peek inside of the channel to see who is up and streaming at the moment. Ooh, okay. There's a couple of folks who we can give some love to. But shall we take a look and see what that landing looked like? So give me 1 second. We're just gonna reset the thing as we get ourselves in. So let's get in the airBaltic. Let's just double check that it is indeed on the correct livery. It is. That's fine. No, that's fine. I had a feeling Quaddle would crash. That's fine. Right, Munich. Let's do from 26 right. Set as departure. Let's get that going. And we will review the flight. So I will just configure the aircraft, and then we will put the replay on. Let me put the replay controls over down here as well so that we can review those together. Good stuff, y'all. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed the flight today as much as I have. It was absolutely spectacular. I thoroughly enjoyed it. There we go. Cool. Right. Let's get chase plane going. We don't have to worry about GSX, but at least get chase plane going. EDDM is one of the handcrafted by default. Yeah, that's what I thought, V. That's what I thought. Yeah, it is such a great airport. It really is. Right. Why don't we go ahead and replay? That gets us up there. We will get, let's see, flap 4 and gear down, gear down, gear down. Hello? It's going to ding at us quite a lot, but that's fine. Come on. There we go. Down the landing gear, please. There we go. We'll do the gravity one instead. Right, shall we take a look at the landing from outside the aircraft? Let's see. Looks good. Looks good indeed. Absolutely beautiful. Were you at Expo last month? I was at the views are just spectacular this evening. We were hanging out with Katie Pilot. So I was actually with the team at EFBX as well. So I was hanging out over there. So yeah, it was a ton of fun. And there we go, as we get our final approach in at Munich. So yeah, we were well aligned for the final approach into Munich. It did look good. It did look good. I was very pleased with the approach. Actually, we flew this really nicely, and even the landing, even though it said it was a hard landing. Even though it said it was a hard landing, I don't actually think it was that bad. So yeah, it was a 316 apparently. Yep, no, I was there. Yep, I was hanging out. I was helping Katie with a bunch of stuff. So yeah, I was definitely at the booth. Looks good from the wings. It does look good. I think we configured ourselves just a drop early, but that's okay. We'll take a look from Chase Plane's view as well, from the runway. Let's see if we do a flyby. I should probably actually, you know what? I'm going to set this up as number 7 for future things. It's gonna ding all the time from the cabin there, so we will do that from there. Yep, no, I was definitely there. Again, guys, if you haven't done so already, now's the great opportunity to check in for today's live stream before we end for everybody today. Absolutely gorgeous approach. Yeah, we flew the approach absolutely beautifully. And then we will do a nearest runway. There we go. Right, should we watch the landing from down here? Yeah, that was when I think we took manual control, so the wing did like to dip there. That was kind of crazy. There we go. There's the plane. Here we go, chat. Here we go. So this is the landing for runway 26 into Munich. Let's see. What do we think? A little bit over on one side for sure. Yeah, a little bit over. Just a little bit over, but it looked good. It looked good. We did try and arrest the nose there, didn't we? We did certainly try and arrest the nose a little bit. Let's go from up here and see. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. Yeah, we were a little bit over. The flare was good. The flare was definitely good. Flare was really, really good, actually. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. All right, guys. Well, we will go ahead and leave it there. So I am going to go ahead and get you guys into a lovely old wing view for the landing. And we will start to get ourselves on a raid out of here. So thank you very much again. I'm going to send you guys over to cleared to land. I think that's his thing there. No, cancel that. That was not the right one. Cleared. Oops. Raid. Cleared to land. No, still not right. What's cleared to land's thing? Does that? I do have it. I do have it. Oh, cleared takeoff. Sorry, not cleared to land. Cleared takeoff. Raid. That one. There we go. That's the raid. Right, you guys know what to do. Let's go ahead, copy and paste the raid messages. Again, if you haven't done so already, please go ahead and join the Discord. Love to have you guys here so that we can stay in touch about schedule and so forth. And we will go and give some love to Mr. Cleared to Land this afternoon. Until we see you again, have a lovely one. Hopefully we'll be up and live tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your evening and afternoon, folks. And we will see you again for another live stream tomorrow. Take it easy, y'all. Until next time, bye-bye for now.